Fight my muscles! Behold his power! I'll show you what I'm made of!
Basically, there's like these monsters that appeared, and they took the souls of a bunch of people, including his sister, and in order to get the soul back, you have to beat the big bad, basically. It's very basic. It's almost like the plot of Nier. Like the original Nier, but not quite as in-depth, like the whole souls and the replicants and shit like that. But on the base level, like save your sister type shit.
Hey, watch out! Time to end it. How do you feel about Lord Arena's power, huh? Here they come again. 3 this time.
But there's only one with an enemy.
The other 2 are just annoying distractions. As expected. Time to hold your skills.
Sorry for that. We're being targeted. Gotta be careful.
Show you what I'm made of! Behold this power! How about this? Watch and learn, kid!
Let's do this together. Take this.
This thing's tanky.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
Killing
there we go.
monsters and smashing barriers. We need to keep moving.
Killed himself. That works too.
There's the mechanism. Let's go.
Alright. Yeah, it feels like we're back in Halo 5 Guardians, bro. On the Forerunner planet. Alright.
The structure of the Airflux dimension is quite elaborate and intricate.
It's built with my energy. course it's elaborate and intricate.
Modest as ever, I see.
We can make use of this. This feels like the hyperspace mechanism in Buckhorn Palace.
It's quite impressive that you've come this far. But your journey shall end here.
Aramon has his puppets in the Aeroflux dimension, too.
Why does he keep running? We're back where we started.
Just how many traps and mechanisms did Ninhursag copy from Buckhorn Palace?
These traps and mechanisms are to protect the Buckhorn Spirit Dragon. Who would want to hurt it? The Empire? The Void Drags?
Perhaps both.
Oh, nice. First try, dude. Yeah, I would say $40 is a good price point for this. That's what it feels like to me too. Definitely not a $60. But oh well. Alright, boss arena time.
You and the stag have a shared idiocy. You will regret meddling with the humans.
You were the one who dragged the Voidrax into your crusade of hatred, Aramon. Damn it!
Not over yet.
Oh, it's Jover.
Behold this power! Right here! Right here, right now!
Fusion begins.
Ah, now it's my turn! How about this? Watch your back, as expected.
Yeah, it runs pretty well. I've only had a few frame drops here and there, but yeah, for the most part, it runs really well.
Salvation Arena.
No different
I'm getting
than now.
424
Humans are
frames right now.
narrow-minded. The obsessed with power and taking advantage of the weak. But even so, I've got to admit there are some noble ones too.
No, overall, I would say I'm enjoying this game, but again, it's not really something I would say you need to rush out and go buy. I would wait till it goes on sale.
Don't embarrass me, kid.
Take this. Arena, what's the real reason for those?
I don't want the Void Dragons to become a warlike, selfish race in pursuit of some pointless goal, slaughtering and seizing the life nexus, planet after planet. That should be Void Dragons' destiny. You're asking for this.
Stop pestering me.
How do you feel about Lord Arena's power, huh?
Oh, DSP is not going to play this most likely. Although I don't know, maybe he will.
So many. Sorry for that.
Watch your back. Are you all right? You're shaking.
DSP is probably going to play Metal Gear, but I don't know. Maybe not.
Lisa, you need to stay
Although
focused.
maybe not with his history with the franchise. That'd be detractor content, dude.
We've been targeted. Time to end this.
So many.
Watch and learn, kid. How about this? You're getting skilled, kid. Don't embarrass me, kid.
Take this. Here we go.
Right here, right now.
Can't escape. Sorry for that.
Them.
Does that concern Arena? What's so special about these creatures?
These Void Dragons are swordmasters, renowned for their iron will and elite skills. Hard to believe they're being manipulated by Aramon too.
It's working.
Oh, DSP liked the ending of Donkey Kong Bonanza? Interesting.
Here we go. So many.
I figured he wouldn't since he hated that musical portion.
We're being targeted. Gotta be careful.
We've been targeted.
So many.
Hey, watch out! I'll show you what I'm made of! Behold this power! Behold my great power!
So many. Sorry.
Watch your back! Hey, let's get serious.
Take this.
Gotta be careful.
We're being targeted.
Yo, how the fuck?
Here we go.
Are you okay, Kaiser?
Trying to embrace and use your
There
power.
we go.
Sounds like you owe Lord Arena a big one, huh?
It's possible, though, that your conflict with Aramon may lead to the extinction of the Void Dragons.
It won't. As I said, the Voidrax's life is an aggregation of endless time and space cycles.
An aggregation of cycles. What does that even mean?
It's difficult for you to comprehend, as you have no concept of higher dimensions.
Yo! What the
Watch your
fuck?
step, Kaiser.
Kaiser, this way! This is... Give me all the details. Nice.
Damn, almost
This
8
is all new
hours.
to me.
Jeez. I don't know what part I'm at. I think I'm on chapter 3 now, but I'm not sure. There's only 4 chapters. Oh, here we go, boss time.
Time to hold your skills.
Fusion begins. How naive.
Behold this power.
So many.
Quite skilled.
Take this.
Right here, right now.
Can't escape.
You can handle that, right?
Sorry for that. Let's do this together. How naive.
Behold this power. hiding somewhere to power up. Take out those minions now. You're asking for this.
Yeah, the combat is pretty repetitive. I mean, for the most part, it's pretty engaging, but yeah, it gets very, very repetitive. They recycle a lot of the enemies, too.
How about this? Show you what I'm made of?
There we go. Sweet, dude. Am I Bing chilling? I wish,
It was
man.
a hard fight.
I'm okay.
I could use some Bing chilling right now. Yeah, I'm just curious. Let's see. So, view my achievements. So, I finished. So, I still have the Celestial City. They're not in order. Fuck. Never mind. So, I'm almost done with Chapter 2, basically. Then I just have Chapter 3 and 4.
How far are we from this old crystal fragment?
The space here is weird. I can't really tell.
Dude, my eyes are like cooked right now. Jesus.
I wonder what's inside. Back here again.
Don't let it slow you down. Speed up. We have to get out of here. Safe for now.
Oh, shit.
What were you thinking?
Platforming, baby. Let's go. Wonder how much longer this area is. Been here for a while.
Arena, my patience with you has worn thin.
My patience with you ran out 1,000 years ago.
You talk a good talk, but you'll perish soon enough.
Not before you.
Let's take a look.
All right.
That's the container that holds Lord Arena's power.
Yeah, let's go take a look.
Stellar Blade greater than Soul Aside. Yeah, you got better views and Stellar Blade. I like the combat better in this game than Stellar Blade, though. It's more casual.
You're asking for this. How naive. Watch your back. Be careful.
Here we go.
Look there.
Sorry for that. We're being targeted.
It's worth it. Be careful. Right here, right now.
Take this.
Watch and learn, kid. You're up.
Fusion begins.
Gotta be careful.
Here we go. Sorry for that.
Gotta be careful. Good job on that job. Look there.
So many.
There's a chest. Yeah, it's like a mix of Final Fantasy 16 and Godfall right now. That's what this feels like.
Witness my power. How about this? about Lord Arena's power, huh? Looks like Lord Aramon has run out of tricks.
These distractions are such a waste of time.
Let's see. Go ahead and do this one. Yeah, Godfall had potential. The aesthetic of it was fantastic. But, alas, the actual game sucked.
Quite skilled. How about this?
You've done it.
Behold my great power! As expected. Finally, a moment of peace.
Yeah, finally is right. This area has been going on forever, man.
Those explosive tiles again. Need to watch my step.
These energy blocks look unstable and dangerous.
Just avoid them.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Oh, God. Hooray! No DSP moment. There is no difficulty in this game, FYI. I'm not playing on easy. There is no difficulty. It's just the difficulty of the game, and that's it.
Witness my power.
Whoa.
Sorry, Seth.
Behold this power.
It's not over yet.
Gotta be careful. You can handle that, right? Watch your back. Gotta be careful. Time to end it. Watch and learn, kid. Its energy is uncontrollable.
Let's try this. Take this.
Hey, watch out!
Here we go.
You're going down!
Thanks.
There we go. Been live for 8 hours. Maybe it's time for a break or something.
I believe we
Right.
are close to the soul crystal fragment. Try not to
You know,
faint
some
this
of us
time.
have to work for a
used to your
living,
power.
and the concept of sitting in one place for 8 hours doing a repetitive task is completely feasible. And not only feasible, but completely normal. It's only people like you who can't understand how a hard day's work is
Go
done.
for it.
The stay-at-home children.
Complicated traps, exciting dungeon. Want to record your story? Let's get a record of this. And record it.
Exactly 8 hours
Quite
played.
the epic adventure indeed.
This is actually a pretty lengthy game, because if I have 2 chapters left, it's probably like 15 hours. Brett works in Mickey D's? Nah.
Stop pestering me. Good, not good.
Hey, watch out! We've been targeted. Gotta be careful. your back. Time to flex my wicked serious. Time to end it.
I've done it. Sorry for that. Just walk in the park.
Ugh, another one of these rooms.
Witness my power. Behold this power.
Let's try this. Here we go. We're being targeted. Fusion begins.
Look there. I'll show you what I'm made of. Now it's my turn.
Take this. Keep the momentum. Keep going.
All right.
With this level of energy fluctuation,
Dude,
the
when am I
solar
gonna get
front
out of
should
this
be up
fucking
there.
area? Like,
Yeah, I feel it
this
too.
shit's been going on forever. We are now at the point of this getting stretched.
It's coming.
And so am I.
It's huge.
Every single fly trapped in. Struggle. Scream. Amuse me with your death.
See those spots lighting up? Those are its power sources.
Oh shit.
Nice shot! You managed to hit one of the power sources. Let's destroy it.
This doesn't look good.
Smart move. to go.
Let's try this.
Look, that floating core in the middle. It's gathering all the energy. We need to destroy it now.
Time to get serious. Dead?
Sadly, no. It's not its true form.
Then where did it go?
I can feel it. It's still close.
Alright. Definitely want to save. Hopefully it's not an actual gimmick boss.
Be careful, Kaiser. Give you all the details. And recorded.
Alright.
Let's take a look.
Now you've entered my domain. You won't escape this time.
Aramon's pulling the strings. Watch out.
Time for a show. Has a shield.
Don't panic. We just need to take the shield out first. It can't last forever. Just hold on. Perfect opportunity. Oh, my great power! Give it another shot. Power up to the limit.
There we go. One more phase.
Not over yet.
Here it comes again. God, it's gone berserk again. Let's wait for another opening.
This is the trickiest thing I've fought so far.
We need to do this properly rather than quickly. Be patient. One last time. Watch out for the crowd. Let's finish this.
Thanks, Irina.
Oh shit. That was it? No execution? What the fuck? That was like just sudden ending shit. There we go. Mission complete.
How fares our effort to crush the resistance?
We've managed to grab a few Glimmer members. Interrogating them revealed that their hideout was outside the city, but one of their key members has fled to Sky Mirror Lake. We moved to arrest him upon receiving the full report, but he managed to slip away. I accept full responsibility.
Who is he?
His name is Kaiser, an Imperial, and he appears to have an accomplice, the Voidrax.
They're conspiring with the Voidrax.
Run a
According
dog
to
with the two.
prisoners,
I'm naked.
they're
Nice,
searching
man.
for something called
I'm shirtless,
an alternate
but
dimension.
I do have pants on.
Ah, the alternate dimensions.
And there's something strange, Your Majesty. This Kaiser can use that monster's energy in battle.
He can use the Voidrax's energy.
Yeah, this is
Yes.
much better than Wu Kang's,
gifted
in my
one.
opinion.
But
Definitely.
much more powerful. Also, the Voidrax with Kaiser goes by the name Irina, who speaks ill of Your Majesty.
What did he say exactly? Speak freely, Victor.
He said he will come for you to, settle a score.
Well, we shouldn't keep him waiting, then.
Your Majesty?
Let's meet them.
Ooh. Whoa.
Hey, brother, I got a question. This is one of those photograph things, right? Modern technology is incredible. Too bad it costs a fortune even for just one picture. I can't afford this shit!
This isn't really my thing.
Come on. How can you not love this gorgeous shot of the legendary hero Kaiser and his charming sister? But seriously, promise me
Yo.
if we ever get separated, you'll keep this safe with you, okay?
Oski Woski with D2. I'm super naked. Whoa. I'm super jealous. She's dying of leukemia. And even Star TV with the 149. Thanks for that big juicy peach, bro. Can't wait to get my mouth all over that.
Want to record your story? Quite the
Run a dog of the two. I'm super duper naked. Whoa.
Nice.
Not even a
This is
blanket
all new to
on?
me.
Damn.
I heard that the Holy Order is after the Resistance Elite. What's the situation now?
Just laying on your bed, completely butt naked, not even a sheet covering you. Damn.
Ah, they're just pawns of the Empire. Don't worry about it. Just keep focused on your mission.
But what happens if I leave?
As always.
I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep streaming. My eyes are like
What are you
fucking
trying to hide
burning,
from me?
man.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My eyes are like fucking
We've known each other
fried.
too long for you to be able to lie to me. Be straight with me. What's going on?
Shortly after you left, the Holy Order falsely claimed that we wreaked havoc in Primaris with monsters, and began to hunt us down. But they didn't stop there. Many ordinary people were labeled Glimmer members and arrested as well. However, they were all released yesterday and came back with a message. The Emperor wants to meet you.
Huh. How interesting.
Interesting. So those two holy knights spilled the beans about Lord Arena to High Castle, right? Suits me perfectly. I have a score to settle with High Castle.
You can't go. It's a trap, obviously.
Of course it's a trap. But did they set the trap, or did we? That's the real question. Don't worry. I'll deal with whatever tricks and schemes the Emperor comes up with.
I understand. Just be careful. If you get yourself killed, I'll never forgive you. If you're going to be walking straight into a trap, you better make sure you're ready. Let's go. The people who were released said that if you want to meet the Emperor, just head to the gates of the Central Plaza. The Emperor will be waiting there for you.
His target must be you, Arena.
Are you worried about me? Even if we can't kill him, we'll never get caught.
But everyone at the harbor is his hostage. Don't act rash.
Are you talking to the Voidrax that I can't see?
This must be weird for you.
I'm actually relieved knowing you have an invisible partner by your side.
Riding roughshod on the citizens. The Imperial Army hasn't changed.
Someone rebelling against
We're
the
here.
Empire. This is getting interesting.
PK, if you don't want to get scammed, the neighbors better donate. That's all I can say. Including you. Otherwise, I can't help you.
Fucking suck dicks in an Olive Garden bathroom.
High Castle. If only I had my body, you'd be dead by now.
How dare you disrespect His Majesty, monster?
I had my reasons for keeping you down there for so many years.
So you were the thing in that underground laboratory.
You went through the trouble of arresting my team, releasing them, and setting up this meeting.
Arresting
Stop talking in riddles and get to your point.
them.
I simply want to clear up a grave misunderstanding about your opinion of the Empire. We, in fact, have had great difficulties.
That's rough. Not interested.
Hear me out. 1,000 years ago, Voidrax experienced its aims to wipe out the humans and seize the life nexus of this world. The humans were no match for them. But they were. With aid from several Voidrax pacifists led by Arena, the humans found a shred of hope. One of the human leaders discovered that she could channel the life nexus, using its power to fend off the Voidrax.
Nah, it runs good for me, man. I'm getting like between 300 and 400 FPS. Yo, big
She soon
titties.
realized that even with our assistance, it was impossible for her to fully harness the life nexus's power. So Celeria took a huge risk. She used the Life Nexus and Arena's power to seal away the Voidrax's fleets, including their leader, Animal. That is how we turned the tide. By then, however, most Voidrax pacifists were lost, and humanity had lost much of its fighting strength. Arena was gravely injured during the final battle at Mount Salvation, and Celeria dispatched me to retrieve him for healing.
But you didn't, did you?
I was trying to save Arena's life and help war refugees. During this time, I started to reflect on everything. Celeria believes that ordinary people are limited in what they can do, even if they gain that energy. The responsibility of protecting the fate of mankind can only fall on us, the elites. At first, I agreed with her, as did the other 4 lords. However, after the war, I changed my mind. Celeria, the 4 lords, and Arena, yes, they are strong indeed. But what if, back before the war, more people could have used the energy of Voidrax and Life Nexus? We could have easily defeated Eragon. We could have avoided so many unnecessary deaths. I want to lead humanity on a new path.
And that's why you imprisoned Arena?
To embark on this new path, I needed Arena's energy. After the war, people needed to recover from the trauma. We couldn't risk Arena's return causing panic. So I hid his existence from the outside world.
That's all you can come up with after 1,000 years.
I'm not defending myself. There's no need for that. All I have done, and all the Empire has done, has been in the service of humanity. We will do whatever it takes to protect it. The Empire and the Holy Order will assist Glimmer in its fight against the Voidrax.
And why should we believe you?
Because I have insights about the alternate dimensions.
We'll see about cooperation, but I just don't trust you.
Or me. Trust has to be earned.
Of course, you're free to leave.
Let's go, Arena.
Your Majesty, we can't just let them walk out.
Follow them and give them whatever they need. You must help them find these alternate dimensions.
Someone rebelling against the Empire. This is getting interesting.
Yeah, for the Empire, indeed.
Riding roughshod on the citizens. The Imperial Army hasn't changed.
Pet the heckin' Pupperino, dude. Hell yeah. So much more in-depth than the cat one.
I heard that you went and met the Emperor. What did he want?
He knows that Arena and I are looking for alternate dimensions. He wants to help us.
So he's looking for alternate dimensions too?
Probably. But he doesn't know where they are either.
What do you make of his offer, Arena?
Oh, he's clearly up to some sort of nefarious scheme.
I agree. The Emperor is definitely not someone to trust.
I don't trust him either. But maybe we can use a bit of his power to clear our path.
Speaking of paths, I think we should head towards Mistwood next.
The Maple Forest, mentioned by Celeria.
That's right. This one is actually the most obvious. However, the path there is difficult to traverse.
the Empire opened a path for us.
And once we get there, we ditch them.
Not bad. That's quite a good plan. When shall we leave?
Let's get ready and leave after telling Celine.
My walk and talk segment, dude.
This is for you, officer. A little token of You've got the wrong person, officer.
No more tricks. You can't push us around like that ever again.
Always causing trouble.
First monsters, now the resistance. Can't we just do business in peace?
I'm glad you're okay. What did the Emperor say?
He just wants to use us for some part of his scheme. Plain and simple.
I would bet it's linked to those soul crystal fragments you're after.
Exactly my thought as well.
Good. That's something to keep in mind. Keep your plans secret from now on, okay? The Empire spies are everywhere. I'm certain of it.
Stay safe, Celine. I will bring back all the soul crystal fragments and free the souls that were taken.
I'll take good care of Louisa while you're gone. Make sure you're well prepared before you go. Take care.
I'm ready. I'm guessing the name was supposed to sound like Kaiser, like, you know, Caesar, but... No, you do this before you go to any new region. It's not a point of no return. There's nothing to return to anyway. This game's linear.
Lately, I've had you all absorb gifted energy at a faster pace than usual. I'm sure you'll all understand why.
Of course. It's to fight our enemies.
We must protect Mistwood.
Whoa.
Focus on your training.
With my current power, I'm ready.
Hold on a bit longer. I'm enjoying myself.
Alright. Woohoo.
Solaria spoke of 4 alternate dimensions. Sky Lake, Maple Forest, Snow Plains, and the Land of Fire. Maple Forest, obviously, is Mistwood.
The maple leaves of Mistwood sure
Is
are
that
pretty.
Noctis? No, he has
Yes.
brown hair.
After seeing this with my
I think
own
it's funny
eyes,
they changed his
I
hair
get
color
why
to
Zana is
avoid the
obsessed with
comparison,
this
I'm
place.
assuming.
Have you never been here before?
My father promised to bring me here when he was still alive, but that never happened. Mistwood is a self-governing region, untouched by the Empire's influence. Almost no trace of the Empire's civilization can be found here.
This place does feel completely different from Celestria.
Mistwood's past and present have been shrouded in mystery. It will take hours of research to figure out where the alternate dimension is. All this complexity makes me even more excited to start researching.
There it is. That craze you'll only find in an archaeologist.
Zana said visitors to the temple have to split up.
Got it. Stay safe.
Same goes for you. Don't pass out again. Meet me at Red Bead Village halfway up the mountain.
Damn, I'm the only mod. Yeah.
These
It's
maple
like
leaves are
that
beautiful.
sometimes, man.
I need to bring Louisa here when she wakes up. Combat commences.
Right here, right now!
Voidrax.
I knew it! The seal to this alternate dimension is broken too. Time to end it.
Alright, this is probably a good place to stop.
Where to next?
Liana, did Celeria ever mention Mistwood to you?
Mistwood is my mother's hometown. However, she rarely brings up her past.
Celeria's hometown. Huh.
That's news to me.
You were great partners, right? But then it feels like you barely know her.
I'm going to pick a maple leaf and bring it back to Mother. What should I write on it? Give me all the details. Want to record your story? And record it. Quite the epic adventure indeed.
Alright. So it says I played for 8.8 hours. Damn. Wow. Would Griff Oh yeah, dude, definitely. It's the anime girl of my dreams. Are you kidding me? Look, U Generation's playing right now. It's only got 60 minutes, though. Noob. Oh, it went up to 9 hours flat. Alright, let's see. It does have a stamina bar for dodging and stuff, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It refills pretty fast. So it's not like a Souls game where you run out and you're fucked. You run out, you wait like 2 seconds, you're good to go. Let's see, did he already do his review? Oh, what's this? He didn't like Metal Goy?
Hey there, gamers.
Uh-oh. It's a sad day.
Dreamcast guy here, and today we're talking about Metal Gear Solid Delta, because you guys know I'm a very big fan of Metal Gear Solid, especially since the very, very start. So before I actually played this remake, I decided to go back and use the collection and replay Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 3. Why not 2? Well, because I got stuff to do. But while playing this remake, I gotta admit that in a lot of ways, I regret buying it. Something about this just feels kind of soulless. I mean, yeah, just in general, it also runs bad. For this remake, the resolution is very inconsistent. It crashes constantly. The new graphics in some spots don't really capture the original idea, but it's more than that. I gotta say that this video is not saying that Metal Gear Solid is Delta or trash. I'm not telling you to boycott it. I wanted to explain why, as a fan, I really just don't think this...
Let's just see the response. Regrets buying it, also gives it an 8 out of 10. Dude, he did the same thing to Donkey Kong. He did the same thing to Donkey Kong. He said, yeah, I regret buying it. 8 out of 10. Like, bro, what the fuck? It's crazy, man.
This was worth the $70 I spent. I mean, this collection of all the games captures the original essence perfectly at a higher frame rate, at a higher resolution. And honestly, it's $20. But let me break it down, the goods and the bads of Delta, and why, even if I do have my gripes, it's interesting to see it come back in its own new way. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do want to quickly thank my subscribers. It took me a couple days to do this video, and the whole comment section of all my videos has been saying Delta, Delta, Delta. I appreciate the love. But for this, I want to just talk about what it is to start with. Metal Gear Solid Delta is a very unique remake because it is just the original game. They've reconstructed it entirely, bit by bit, piece of art by piece of art. This is all the original voice lines. It's the exact original story. Every phone call, every piece of footage, it is the same game. And yet, at the same time, it's not. This now has a completely new control scheme. And I want to start by talking about how, honestly, the craziest difference between the original and Delta is that this does play way, way, way better. Just the actual gameplay, it's set for modern audiences, and I gotta admit that it's really trippy, especially after going straight from the original to this. Delta is a substantial upgrade, and anybody wants to try and act like the original version with that top-down camera is dramatically better. This new version looks and plays a lot better. So the way this works is you can play this with legacy controls and legacy camera angles if you want. It's totally an option, but I want to play the modern version, right? I just beat the original. I want to see how this plays. You can now move and shoot simultaneously, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but man, does it actually change stuff quite a bit. And it's kind of cool because it makes it where a lot of times when you're trying to watch patrols or find people and stuff, it was a bit clunky in some areas trying to dodge people. And also, this has constant autosaves. When you screw up, or more frequently when the game just crashes for no reason, it autosaves constantly. You can just instantly shut the game down, boot it back up. So it is kind of interesting that when you fail, when you die, there's not as high of a cost. So you feel more encouraged to experiment. They also did hundreds of tiny tweaks that honestly, in a lot of ways, I think make the game just play a lot better. To switch your costumes or try and heal your wounds and stuff, there's like this first aid system where whenever you get shot or something, you actually have to dig the bullet out in a menu, sew up the wound, disinfect it, apply bandages, stuff like that. That menu used to be hidden. It used to be something you had to actually pause the game, go through like several submenus and stuff to get to. Now, whenever you're hurt, whenever you're hungry, whenever you actually need to do stuff, it'll just pop up a prompt that says, hey, do you want to press up on the D-pad to cure stuff? Do you want to go into the healing menu and dig up?
Oh my god. He needs even more hand-holding to a worthless feature.
Those bullets. It's very, very, very convenient. You can also quick swap your camos. A big idea they did in Snake Eater Delta that's so fantastic is just the original game in this. I really like the stealth system. There are a lot of hidden camouflages. You can actually get, there's like a big set at the original, but the more you do side quests or help side stuff or check out side objectives, you know, going into the purposeful wrong path, finding extra camps and stuff, or even beating bosses in particular ways, which I won't spoil, you unlock extra costumes. And these extra costumes are really extra cool camouflages.
U generation with the 10, what's this? What the hell? Alright, we'll take a look.
And now you can just hold up on the D-pad, and not only does it just swap it, it will tell you, here's the camouflage rating of each of them. That is such a fantastic change that makes it where you're not constantly going into the menus now. You're now just allowed to kind of sit there and soak up how different this game looks. Now, let's talk about the most controversial aspects of this game. A lot of people are saying the game runs like trash. People are saying the game is busted, unoptimized, completely destroyed on a code level. I will say that the game definitely doesn't run good. Multiple sources now have said that they actually screwed up something inside the game itself, and it actually runs the worst on PlayStation 5 Pro. And that's what I bought it on. It runs bad. It runs bad. There's this weird, like, glossiness to a lot of stuff. I've seen people say that the programming term is a shimmer, where everything kind of looks like weird and floaty, and I don't know what it is. It's very off-putting. It's not there all the time, thankfully, but sometimes I'd be, like, running from an area, or I'm trying to dodge stuff, and something just looks really weird, and it doesn't really fully process. You're just like, what's happening to this gameplay, right? But the real problem I have isn't just with, like, the resolution or with the really terrible frame rate. It's the fact that, honestly, something about the new graphics at times feel very soulless. Like, When Hideo Kojima made this on the PlayStation 2, he was dealing with the product of his time. Limited hardware, limited processing power, limited disk space. He probably couldn't fully realize his epic vision. But I almost feel like, in a lot of ways, constraint makes good art. Obviously, I'm covered in book tattoos, right? I'm obsessed with books. And I always like the fact that, honestly, some of my favorite authors are a lot of times those people that are hungry or really tormented trying to put out their own creation. Something that's so unique. This is an art, a story I think you should read. I always felt like Kojima, for a guy that seems so happy, that seems so artistically engaged, a lot of his stuff sort of captured this interesting, tormented love that I've really appreciated. And honestly, this new one, it just cleans all that up. I mean, just every part of it. The graphics, the new character models, the environments, it all looks photorealistic, but it definitely feels like we're losing something. Like, I'm not going to fully explain this context, but there's a scene towards the end of the game where, very famously, we see Snake standing and saluting at a grave. The original version, it's very, very, very heavily clouded.
Yeah, that almost looks like AI. What the fuck?
It's like this thick, misty morning. And that makes sense. He's shrouded by his past. He's thinking about how the heck he's going to navigate his life after this. It's a thing they probably did because of the constraint.
Modern game developers are impossible to deal with, bro, when it comes to, like, maintaining a art style. They think everything has to just be Unreal Engine, like, photorealism slop. Like, it's not... I don't know. It's not portraying the same sense of emotion at all. That literally looks like some shitty fucking AI image generation picture.
Of the PlayStation 2. But now, hey, it's the PlayStation 5. It's the Xbox. We can look as far as we want. Okay, but I think that Myst served a narrative and technical purpose. A lot of stuff in this game honestly just looks worse, even if it does look better. There's this old quote I read like a million years ago in a gaming magazine when they were remaking The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for the 3DS. The 3DS remake is a totally new game, and they talked about how difficult that game was to remake because in a lot of ways, they didn't want to do it. They said, there's so many things that we've learned to do better. There's so many glitches and errors and stuff in the original game that now people love a lot. So making this remake, we have to repeat our mistakes. They said it's like painting a giant mosaic masterpiece, and now somebody says, all right, now paint it again, and you have to go there and repeat every error, every weird splotch. You have to do the same thing again. This almost feels like that, but somebody else is painting it. Kojima's original game is a masterpiece. I'll be honest, I do prefer the original game to this day. These graphics are better, but the original game, I think the small maps, the really clunky controls at times, the really difficult boss fights, that made sense on the PlayStation 2 in a way that just seems like a gimmick on the PlayStation 5. I almost want to...
What? It was always a gimmick. So Kojima's shitty controls are charming because they were on the PlayStation 2. Wowie zowie, man.
Say that mimicking greatness isn't necessarily greatness. The new controls are great. I will say that I like the new sound design. I like a lot of stuff. I will say that the funniest part of this is that it is cool how much this does still have that original goofiness. If you've never played Metal Gear Solid 3, if you've never played Delta, Snake Gear, the original, the new one, what's always been the most fun to me when I was a kid and first playing these games is I like that.
It runs fine on PC. That's good for you. Not that I'd ever know, but I'm glad it's working well for you.
Every boss has a trick. I always love this, and it's cool that replaying it, because it is the exact same game beat for beat, it is cool that all that stuff is...
But yeah, it is funny they fucked up the PS5 Pro version so much, considering that I think PlayStation paid for the marketing for that game, right?
Still there when you're fighting the fear.
Remember.
Like, you can take a fake death potion. When he comes and inspects you, you can actually pop up and get in some really, really big hits. If you're fighting the pain, he has all these bees he shoots and stuff like that. But if you just hide in the water and snipe him, you can beat that entire boss without ever getting hit. I mean, the end, there's a sniper that's over 100 years old that tries to fight you. It's this very long, very drawn out, very difficult boss fight. But if you just fast forward the clock in your PlayStation 2, he would die of old age. You can do that on your PlayStation 5. I mean, the fact that this is still, to its core, the original Metal Gear Solid 3, while I wish this had been more experimental or something, I like the fact that at least it is still authentic. Now, there are two modes you can also play in this that I guess, again, I don't really get, because they're also technically not new. They both existed in the original game, they're just a slightly more fleshed out. There's a mini game called Snake versus Monkey. It's like these 6 little missions where Snake has a little gun and he can shoot these monkeys and then touch them and capture them. Obviously, it's cool to see Ape Escape. Ape Escape in 4K, that's fantastic, right? I will say that the original version of this, it was goofy and funny. Here, it almost feels obligatory. There was also a thing you could do in the original game. There was a hidden minigame called Guy Savage, where you were like a vampire hunter going against Dracula. That's back. They remade the gameplay. But if I'm being honest, I don't care about this. This unlocks after you beat the game. That's cool and stuff. But I guess I feel like I wish that this team, with this amount of talent, with this amount of passion, with this amount of love of Kojima, had done a completely new Metal Gear. Can I just say that, look, it would be judged on its own merits. I think that if this game, this team, this amount of polish was a...
How do you know that these people even like Metal Gear? They're probably just doing their fucking job because they want to get paid. They took an existing work and just redid the graphics and the gameplay. How do you know that they want to actually make a Metal Gear? Like, Oh, man.
Spinoff if they'd made another in-between game. Now, I've beaten every Metal Gear Solid. I've played hundreds and hundreds of hours. My favorite Metal Gear Solid always has been and always will be Peace Walker. And I've always liked the fact that Peace Walker feels like this in-between story that a lot of people talk about less, but it's cool to see kind of that grander context of Outer Heaven and these characters, Big Boss, the forming of all these different secret organizations and stuff. I kind of wish they had done something like that. An in-between story. So we still saw these characters or other characters, but in different eras that we had not seen yet. So I'm going to say something weird. I genuinely regret buying this, and I just feel like I didn't really get anything super great out of this. It's interesting, but definitely not worth the $70. But I'm also going to sound like a hypocrite because I want to play what they make next. I want to see the next Metal Gear by this team. I want to see the future of Metal Gear. And I guess in a way, that's what Konami's entire purpose for this experiment was. They're trying to do remakes like the remake we got of Silent Hill 2, which was experimental and different and changed. And now they're doing this one, which is a little too close to the original source material. They're trying to basically revive their old classic IP. It's just weird to think about the fact that one of the best remakes I've ever played in my life, Silent Hill 2 remake, and then one of the safest, overly protected remakes of all time I've seen, Delta, are by the same company. It just feels odd. So I'm just going to say this. I played it, I beat it, I like it, I don't think I'll love it. And if anything, next time I crave a Metal Gear Solid, I'm not playing this. I'm going back to the OGs, baby. Also, go play more of the original Metal Gear Solid. Also, give us a collection volume 2. Put Peace Walker on PS5, damn it. If I had to give this a score, let's go over to the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving Metal Gear Solid Delta an 8 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching, gamers, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure...
But he regrets buying it, guys. He regrets his decision so much. How could he buy such a game that only got an 8 out of 10? Jesus Christ.
To give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming. You know, I met David Hayter a couple years ago. Very, very nice guy. I'll be honest, maybe it's just the fact that I like the original Snake voice so much. It's cool to hear the original Snake voice again. I really want to see more stuff. Specifically, if you bring it back, you got to bring back David Hayter. Please, please, please. Bring back all the original cast. Do new stuff, right? Oh yeah, this is supposed to have a big online mode launching at some point. Didn't come at launch, so...
Dude, I really don't understand the whole voice actor thing. Like, maybe if you're getting something signed to increase the value, but it's like... Why do you want a picture with some guy who read into a microphone? Like, that to me never makes sense. I don't really give a shit about having a photo of some random fucker that I never even knew what they looked like. It's not like you ever actually physically saw him in the game. I don't know. I don't know, man. Griffin is just jealous he can't date Aerith's voice. No, dude. I think she's like old, bro, so no thanks. I'm good. The only voice actor I like is T.C. Carson as Kratos. You don't like the, what's that fucking guy's name who gave the 10-minute sob story? Oh, fuck, what was that guy's name? I don't know, the modern Soitos. He won that award and then gave like that 10-minute fucking speech and they kept trying to shove him off stage. What's that guy's name? Yeah, Christopher Judge. That's it. That's it. Aerith's VA is 33. Good age for me. I don't know. I don't want to date somebody in a different decade than me. I'm good. No thanks.
I guess I'll review that separately at some point. Thanks for watching. If you
aren't I considered old now too? Yeah, but I'm not 30-something yet, so
could please give this video
I'm staying inside my current decade.
A like and subscribe if you haven't already, and please keep dreaming.
Yeah, I think most voice actresses they're older. Like I think Tifa's is like 40 or something. So, and then for example, Naruto is played by like a 70-year-old woman.
Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else.
Yeah, here, let's see. What's the Tifa voice actress? Britt Baron. Maybe that's the Brit in our chat. Let's see. Says her height, but not age. What the fuck? 1991. Okay, not quite. Close enough to 40. Close enough. That's what? 34? Yeah, close enough. I don't fucking care. It's basically 40 at that point. Yeah, they're all old, dude. There's no young talent in the voice actress industry, unfortunately. No voices for us gamer chuds to truly appreciate. Alright, let's see what this is.
I want you to turn your body cam off. Protocol is that you turn it off. If a citizen requests it to turn it off,
So they want you guys to leave?
yes, we're gonna
Let's just leave. Let's just make it easy, okay?
We're gonna make it easy. That's not.
I am. Okay. I'm her
That's
husband.
not the point. Can you look at me?
Yeah, we'll talk over here, okay?
Your protocol is.
Can we all talk? Can we all talk? We'll talk over here. They want you to leave.
Your protocol is.
Can we talk?
Let's see. Raymond with the 2. We'll take a look, see what it is. And SNK Nostalgia with the 2. Are we the satirical ones that keep DC guy going? I think so, man.
I can't
You know?
afford this shit!
We gotta form his core fan base to make sure he always keeps dreaming.
Who is she to you?
What's that?
Who is she to you?
Nothing.
She is our college friend.
Okay. She's a friend.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
You guys just want him out? Do you want him trespass?
Anything we can do. Trespass, yeah. I just need
Trespass, get him out.
Please. It's the only way.
Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Do we want to chat?
I know that your protocol is.
So you're trespass, so we gotta leave now. Unless you want to be in there.
We're not trespassing. You haven't notified us that we're trespassing.
You're
Number one.
what
Number
did I
two.
just say to you? You're trespass.
Number
Let's go.
one. Number one.
I don't
Number
want to
two.
arrest you guys.
You're not going to arrest us. Number two
So let's
is
leave.
that
We gotta go. We gotta go.
protocol
Let's go.
is
Let's
the
go.
citizen protocol is if we
Yeah.
ask you to
I
turn
don't
the
want.
body
I don't
cam
want to
off.
deal with this. Let's
Okay.
go.
No, I understand you don't want to deal with it, but the
let's go.
protocol is,
Wait,
and your
can
protocol is
you
if I ask you to turn off.
I'm trying to call it. Oh my god, dude. Why can't they just walk away? Women.
The body cam, you have to turn it off,
They just have to get their way no matter what.
and that's your protocol.
No matter what, dude. They just have to get their way.
She's a lawyer, so she knows.
Well, that's lawyer stuff, so that's not true. So we gotta go.
No, it is. That's law.
I'm an
What's she
AG.
saying?
I'm an AG.
Good for you. I don't give a shit. Let's go. We're going.
Based cop.
Let's go.
Excuse.
Sit down, bitch.
We're leaving.
Please
We're leaving.
don't put your hands on us.
Can you get your children out of here? Like, I don't know why.
I'm sorry. What?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, you're waiting for us.
They're two full-grown women and mothers of children. All right.
You're just being detained. You're just being detained.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG.
I'm an AG. I'm an AG. No, you're a dumb whore.
I'm an AG.
You're a dumb, drunk slut.
What are you? What are you?
What's wrong with you?
What
What's
are
wrong
you
with you?
probable cause to detain me for?
You're being detained because you're not leaving.
Because I'm what? You have.
Can you relax? Sir, she's not doing anything wrong.
AG.
She's not leaving.
I'm an AG.
I'm an AG.
She's an AG? Buddy, you're
Oh my god, I'm an AG.
She's not being arrested. Let's go.
I'm not being arrested. You're putting me in cuffs. I'm not being
Okay, do
arrested.
you have any weapons on you?
No. I'm an AG.
Her badge is in the car. You want to go get a badge?
Let me tell you something. You're
Buddy,
arresting.
get the hell out of here. Buddy, just seriously.
You're arresting an AG. Let me tell you something.
Who's screaming?
Arrest right now? No.
You're putting me in handcuffs and you're Mirandizing. You're not Mirandizing me.
Relax.
Buddy, you're gonna regret this.
Yeah.
You're gonna regret it. I'm an AG. You're gonna regret it.
Or maybe red, I couldn't tell.
I'm an AG. Take your hands off me.
We will get the license.
Hands off
Dave,
me!
we will get the license.
She's getting detained.
No.
No. We will get the license.
Get out of here. Get back. Get back right now.
Get back. Detained.
No!
Get back.
You know, as DSP once said, young, dumb, and full of cum. 3 things I love about a woman.
Your cups.
Yep. I'm right here. I'm right here. It's okay.
All right, just go from the
right
car.
here. No. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Come on, babe.
No.
Yeah, pull her tits out.
Stop touching me. Beep.
All right.
Babe, I'm right here.
No,
right
beep,
here.
please, I'm scared.
I'm right here.
Please stop doing this. Please stop
right
doing
here.
No, I'm not gonna find those. I'm happy.
I'm right here.
No.
Okay.
No, please don't do this to my friend.
I'm right here.
No,
right
no,
here.
no. Babe.
I'm right here.
Babe.
I'm right here.
No, babe.
Relax.
Yeah,
Relax.
I mean, what's wrong? What's wrong with getting a little view? You know?
Relax.
No.
She's a crazy bitch, but, you know, she's still pretty attractive.
Relax.
What's wrong with you?
Relax.
We don't want to put you in handcuffs. Let's go. Let's go.
No, babe.
Listen, you're overreacting.
You're adding charges.
You're overreacting.
No. Please take my hands up. Please take your hands up. No, please
You
take
were overreacting. You didn't have to have this happen. Get in the car.
No.
Get in the car.
Babe, no!
You got 2 to 10.
I'm right here.
Get in the
No!
car. Guys, just put her in.
No!
Get back. Get back, bro.
In the car. Get in the car.
Get your feet in the car.
I'm right here.
No!
I'm right here.
Get your feet in the car.
The most sane white woman, bro. Yeah, this is in California. Yeah, Newport Beach, probably. So, it's about right.
Dad!
Babe, I'm right here.
No! Dave! Dave! No!
Get your feet in the car.
Who the fuck are...
Get
Don't
your
touch
feet
me!
in the car. You're a grown adult. You're acting like a kid.
Dad!
Babe, I'm right here. I'm right here.
No! Who the f are you? This is so inappropriate! You're...
Bruh, yeah, just slam the door on the shins, exactly.
You're overreacting!
Jesus, I'm an AG. What a dumb bitch. They're going to breed her? That's right. You know, someone has to do it, right? SNK Nostalgia with the 2, so glad this shit never happens where I live. Well, if you're down in the South, yeah, it's a different type of women acting that way. JE5150. I don't know why I just had trouble reading that. JE5150 with the 5. There we go. Why didn't her man fight those cops and rescue her? I know, dude. She was a fine piece.
Talk over here. They want to.
Nah, but she is pretty attractive.
Your protocol is...
Can we talk?
I would. I absolutely would. I could fix her, guys. It would take some work, but be worth it. She's Griffin's type? Yeah, white and skinny.
Gaming.
Yep. It's just that easy, man. It's just that easy. Make her have a dick, and Dreamcast guy will call first dibs. He'll be like,
sucks like wet dick in a fucking Olive Garden parking lot. This is giving hand jobs in an Olive Garden parking lot.
Fucking suck dicks in an Olive Garden bathroom.
Griffin just hasn't discovered chubby Asian. As someone who lives in the DC area, I can assure you that I have seen more than my fair share of chubby Asians, and I have zero desire, bro. The best thing about Asian women is the fact that they're usually very thin and have a good figure. So a fat Asian is like literally a crime against nature. Like, that's their main like selling point, you know? Like, physical attractiveness wise is usually they have really nice bodies. But if they're fat, it's like, definitely not. I'm already not really into Asian women, to be completely honest, so. Yeah, a fat one, definitely not. What's my main selling point? I'm just such a great guy, man. Once you get to know me, you know, I'm super nice and funny and chill. I don't know that, and I got a fat-ass collection of Pokemon cards. Shit. Let's see. Essing get nostalgia with the 2. Griffin is waiting for Sydney Sweeney. Oh, yeah, dude. Any day now. I'm just waiting for her to call me back. You know? It's gonna happen. I believe. Get rid of collection of Pokemon cards and there you go. Never. They're mine. My Pokemon cards. Alright, we'll see what this is. This already sounds familiar.
Look, we all know what the video is about. This isn't
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've watched something identical to
portable
this before.
Well, technically it is, but you have to get a whole bag or case for this. Like, I don't want to carry all that. I just want to play my games. Yeah, you.
I had one of these and I sold it. I think I was what, like $650, and then they sold for like I think $1,200 right at launch. So I sold one of those.
You can play God of War on it, but let's be honest here. Do you want to like just think about this? Like, just sit down and think about this. Do you want to play one of the most cinematic games of all time on a box? Well, let me clarify this before you go into comments. I'm not saying the Steam Deck is a bad console. Not at all. I actually, quite the opposite. I genuinely think it's a bargain with what they give you. But the size! It's so fucking big! It's a good console, but unless you're always outside, is 2 hours of gameplay enough? Like, let's be honest here. If we're gonna play games, you're not gonna sell for obviously some of you might have different times and schedules, that's all fine, but when you have the chance, the battery, you're not gonna let the battery stop you from playing games? No, you wanna play more. I can genuinely see the people who would absolutely love this, and I love it too, but there's a line between it being portable and an inconvenient. The idea of portability—
Well, it's an accessory, it's not supposed to be your main platform.
—is that it's comfortable to go—
Manifest Sydney Sweeney? Oh yeah, dude. Or one that looks just like her. Doesn't even have to be her, bro.
—anywhere with. You don't need to play AAA games on the go. Games are specifically—
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the random spawn skinny hot white chick to appear in my apartment. You know, so far it's been Asian mids and Latina mommies, so I've had to kick them to the curb, but you know, I'm holding out hope. I'm holding out hope, bro. Just gotta keep hoping.
Specifically designed to be cinematic and use immersion to attract players are thrown out the window when you're on a bench surrounded by people. The game loses all sense of immersion and just becomes, well, the game.
Yeah, the only reason like portability actually matters is if you're going somewhere like on a trip. That's it.
Obviously, this doesn't apply to every single game, but still, not all games need to be played outside. Did you think the people who made The Last of Us designed the entire game to be experienced on the go? I'm just gonna give you 5 seconds. If you said yes, I have to respectfully ask you to leave before YouTube demonetizes me for what I'm about to say. So yeah, just leave the video and watch my other vids. My other vids are kind of chill, but this right now, what I'm talking here is a genuine thing that is inside my soul. This is something important to me, very important to me. They made the game so you could experience it to its full potential at home, where the only thing you can focus on is the story. The game can't give me reasons to feel the story when I'm on a bus or a plane or even at a f***ing wedding. Sure, yes, I agree. It's nice to play these high quality games on the go, but just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's not to say that there are games that I would love to play on the go, like Slime Rancher, Blue Praise, or even Hades, because they're not focused on giving you an experience. Well, yes, they're giving you an experience, but what I mean is that they don't need a lot of brain power to like, oh, I have to just sit and just immerse myself in the world and the story. No, they're not. They're just focused on having fun. You're just playing the game just like, oh, I'm having so much fun. That's the point. That's the point. Not to say that these AAA games aren't fun.
Gosh dang it, I've had so much fun playing it.
We're not going to talk about those, is it? But still, they're constrained on what they can offer when you're outside affected by external factors. Literally, the best example for this is the Nintendo Switch. The reason the Nintendo Switch sold so well was because it was not only portable, but it also can be played on your TV. Their exclusive games took into account that it could be played on the go. You can play Super Mario Odyssey anywhere you want because it doesn't need a lot of brain power to like enjoy the game. Like, there is a story, but like, you're not playing Super Mario Odyssey because of the story. Let's be honest, you're just playing to have fun. There are games on the Steam Deck that are pretty fun on the go, but look at the fucking size. Look at the size. It's too fucking big. A lot of people don't consider the Nintendo Switch to be a new gen console because of how weak it is, and my response to that is, okay, like, sure, yeah. Have you played any of their games? Like, I'm sorry you can't play Red Dead Redemption 2 on it, but let's be honest here, it defeats the whole purpose of the Switch. The best games on the Switch aren't realistic AAA games. When you have a game like Breath of the Wild, it's evidence that graphics are not the only thing that makes a game good. I have a genuine beef with people who are saying, if it's not realistic, then it's a bad game. It's like, you're complaining about a game that's not realistic, when it clearly, it's trying to invoke an art style.
This guy sounds neurodivergent. Yeah, I was thinking something similar to that too. Yeah, I played Slime Rancher when it was on Games with Gold back in the day, when Microsoft actually gave you free games every month. But yeah, I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty fun, but I played it for like a week straight and then stopped and never touched it again.
Design. And if you're complaining that the
I think it was back when I was in college, so
which can't handle realistic graphics, it's a goddamn toaster. It has 4 gigs of RAM. Sadly, companies now are focusing on power more than portability. So, I picked 3 portable consoles with not only good-ass games, but portability to the point that it can fit in your pocket. That Goomba looks so strong. Well then. In my opinion, the Nintendo Switch Lite is superior. It is the most modern out of the 3 consoles that I'm about to talk about. It also has the most up-to-date games in general. Like, you can play Hogwarts Legacy on it, you can play Monster Hunter Rise on it. The size is perfect. Like, it's not too big and chunky, and it's not too small and slippery. The grip is good. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the grip is good because it's small enough that it can fit in your whole hand. The problem that I had with the base Switch was it was too big to the point that my hands couldn't grip the whole thing. Obviously, the D-pad. The D-pad on the Switch Lite is so much better. Oh my god, it's so much better. I did not understand how much I needed a D-pad until I used a basic controller. Plus, if you jailbreak it, it has so much potential, my god. If you like Nintendo games, but also want a variety from modern studios, the Switch is perfect. This Switch, not this one, this one. But if you want something even more portable, might I suggest the PS Vita, in my opinion, is the...
I don't really feel like the Switch Lite is that much more portable, though, compared to like a normal Switch. I don't know. I've had both. I don't really think it's that much smaller. It's not like you're going to be slipping it in your pocket.
The most underrated console in general. It's such a powerful console for its size. This console can genuinely fit in your pocket. The fact that it can run Borderlands 2 shows the wasted potential of the Vita. Since the death of the console, the modding community has given it life. See what I did there? That was a... You have to have real ball knowledge to understand what I just said. The PS Vita has Risk of Rain 1, God of War 1 and 2, the Ratchet & Clank trilogy, Hotline Miami 1 and 2, Little Big Planet, Persona 4 Golden, and Gravity Rush, and like so much. It has so many. It has Undertale. Like, you could play Undertale. If you're not interested in these games, then there are emulators. Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, Dreamcast, Nintendo DS. Yes, it can run Nintendo DS. The modding community has put ports into the game. They put Hollow Knight on this. They put Sonic Mania. They put Cuphead. They even put Balatro. They put Balatro. Yes, it runs like shit with 20 frames and no sounds. And I don't know what happens if you play with fucking Baron and 3 blueprints and a fucking mine. I hope these games are slow. Still, it runs Balatro. I'm not gonna complain. If you're not interested in these either, well, you can play all the PSP and PS1 games. All this thanks to the modding community. The PS Vita is the most rounded console. It has so many games for anyone. Plus, the camera. The camera gives you that nostalgic feeling of the early 2000s, and honestly, I f with that. To this day, the PS Vita are still porting games on it. You can even play Deltarune Chapter 1 and 2 on it. Overall, the Vita is the console that will stay with you in the long run. It will. Like, I had this PS Vita for 2015, and I'm still playing on it. I'm not kidding. I'm still playing the PS Vita. Still, right now. I'm playing Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, and I'm kind of addicted, to be honest. Some of you guys might not like the design of the Vita, and that is why segue segue, not to an ad, no one will sponsor me, sadly, segue to the next handheld, which is not only the most aesthetic, but also the most portable.
I don't think the PSP is the most portable, because with a PSP you still need a case. With a DS and a 3DS you don't need a case because it protects the screen by its design already. So I still think Nintendo has the best handheld design because you don't have to put it in a case.
The PSP is a juggernaut. I love the PSP. I love it so much. You thought the PS Vita was good? You haven't even seen the PSP. This is exactly what I mean when console limitations can be an advantage. Take, for example, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Yes, a whole-ass Metal Gear Solid game on the PSP. Actually, I lied. 2 whole-ass Metal Gear Solid game, which is Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, but Peace Walker is more superior, so I'm gonna talk about that. You like Metal Gear Solid 5 with the mother-based system and the photons and development of weapons? Do you like the stealth of Metal Gear Solid 3 with all the camouflage and having a stealth meter? Well, combine all these, and what you get is Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. I cannot state how good this game is on such a small console. It's not only the best Metal Gear Solid game on the PSP, it's one of the best Metal Gear Solid games in general. Because of the console limitation, Peace Walker's story is shown as a visual novel, but I think it wasn't because of the console itself. When you first start the game, there is clearly a cutscene, but the cutscene transitions to a visual novel. Kojima explicitly chose to make it a visual novel because it's the PSP, it's a portable console. Even if you don't like reading, the game is fully voice acted. Kojima clearly made the game with portability in mind, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. Companies should make portable handhelds for studios that understand that it's portable. Obviously not every PSP game did like Kojima, but the games on the PSP are genuinely made for the PSP. The Steam Deck isn't portable, not only because it's too big, but also a lot of the games are made for portability. If you genuinely like portability and want good games, then I'd recommend the PSP, hands down. It has the best designs, the best controls, it can actually fit in your pocket. This is smaller than your phone. Same with the PS Vita. If you don't like playing the PSP games on it, you can run emulators. Like, imagine playing Pokemon on this. Yeah, the PS Vita can play emulators, and technically it can maybe play more emulators than the PSP, but still, it's all about the vibe. It's all about the vibe, and the PSP is the magnum opus of cool, sleek design. There is nothing more important to me than the absolute aura and vibe of a console, and the PSP is the definition of that. I like the Nintendo Switch Lite, but the PSP is just different. It genuinely gives you a vibe, and that is something that no other console can do. I just want to say thank you, everyone who has subscribed to me and
Okay. The vibes, yeah, I don't know. I'd rather have a 3DS personally, portable, because you just slip it in your pocket, you're good. Throw it in your bag, you're good. You don't have to worry about the screen getting beat the fuck up. Like, it's just, you know, preferable. I still think Nintendo has the best handhelds. The top right video. Why boundaries keep Sigma empath females ageless and radiant? Holy fuck, bro. I am not watching that shit. I ain't doing it. What was the other recommended video? I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I remember I made a shitload of money off those PlayStation TVs when they discontinued them. I bought like 100. I forgot how. It was probably close to 100, but they were $5 each. I made so much money off of those when they were clearing them out. They were like $5, and I think they're worth like 100 something now. I should have held on to them, but I think I sold mine for like $60 each. It was great, man. Let's see. PS Vita TV. Oh, no. Oh, that hurts. $200. pain. Oh my god. Yeah, it was the dude, it was the Lego one. Yup. Shit, with the controller. Fuck, man. Somebody just sold a pre-owned one for $300 with the controller. Fuck. Oh no, that's a new one. Yeah, that's shit. Yeah. You know, I mean, I 12x'd my money, so it's not terrible, but it's not great either. You know, retroactively looking on it, but I would have had to hold on to them for like 10 years, so I guess, you know. Still, hindsight's 20/20, right? Alright, we'll see what this is.
Over the past few days, there's been some significant developments with James Gunn's Superman, but you probably wouldn't know about them if you simply read articles from the mainstream media. That's because they're always so eager to present this movie as some type of huge, unprecedented success for Warner Brothers and James Gunn, even though there's enough information out there to suggest otherwise. And that's really the main reason I started doing these videos where I attempt to give more objective coverage about Superman, highlighting real issues with its box office performance. Now, I understand that some people enjoy this movie, and that's perfectly fine, but that alone doesn't measure how successful a movie is or isn't. What really matters is the bottom line, and as one of the first people to report that James Gunn's Superman was technically a box office flop, I stand by my assessment, and today I'm going to present you with some new receipts to support it. Receipts that, in my opinion, are very revealing. Now, if you've been watching my videos and enjoying them, and you haven't yet liked and subscribed, if it's not too much trouble, please take a second to do that now, as it would really help an independent news channel like myself. Do it. If you've been online over the past week, you're likely to have seen a lot of mainstream media articles complimenting James Gunn, again, especially as Superman achieved, quote-unquote, an important milestone, which is that it has somehow managed to crack $600 million at the worldwide box office. And after doing a bit of digging online, I was able to find the actual original and official press release that Warner Brothers sent out to all the media outlets highlighting this seemingly amazing achievement. And I say seemingly because with the type of money that Warner Brothers invested in the movie, in terms of production and marketing, it needed to make significantly more than $600 million just to break even, something that it clearly won't even do at this point. Now, as I've mentioned in the past, I have a background working within the entertainment industry, and I've worked in the past with major PR firms, so I'm aware of how they operate. And after reviewing it, to me, it's clear that this press release from Warner Brothers was carefully crafted by a fancy marketing team of expensive publicity experts, the best that money can buy, with a clear goal of shaping the media narrative surrounding James Gunn's Superman in hopes that the public perceives it.
Well, didn't it, like, so adjusted for inflation, didn't it make like $400 million less than Man of Steel? That's what I heard.
As a major victory for the studio. Before I had even dived into the press release itself, I already found it quite odd that it was sent out by Warner Brothers to all mainstream media outlets on Friday, August 22nd at 5:59 p.m. Eastern. Normally, that would pretty much be both the end of the day and the end of the work week for people, but since that was the day that Superman made its $600 millionth at the box office, Warner Brothers, who I believe have been more nervous about Superman underperforming than they've let on until now, didn't want to wait even for one more minute before frantically making this announcement. And for those of you wondering, well, what's...
Saw this movie, it was absolute shit. The Superman in it is a complete joke. Yeah, bro, I saw that one clip of the fucking Hawk girl, and it's like, bro, I am not watching that shit. It looks like CW or worse production.
Wrong with them patting themselves on the back for getting $600 million at the worldwide box office, and while there's nothing wrong with that per se, it's also not exactly the biggest achievement of all time. Just this summer alone, Jurassic World Rebirth has already made over...
Yeah, well, $600 million, best case scenario, means they made $300 million after the theater cuts, but that's only if it's all domestic. Because if you have your movie in places like China or, you know, other more restrictive markets, they take up to 90% of the box office tickets. So that means that, say it got $200 million in China, you only walk away with 40 million, 20 million. So worldwide is not really a big deal. You want US ticket sales. That's your moneymaker.
Over $850 million at the worldwide box office, which was exactly the type of numbers Warner Brothers were expecting from James Gunn's Superman, in spite of all the spin that we're hearing right now. Even worse, James Gunn's Superman isn't expected to surpass the box office of Zack Snyder's Man of Steel from 2013, and that's even before we adjusted the numbers for inflation, which would be an even bigger embarrassment for both James Gunn and Warner Brothers. Now, let's look at what Warner Brothers wrote in the release itself, and keep in mind, whatever you see here is sort of a guideline that the studio is giving shills and major publications for what they would like to highlight in the press. And while it doesn't mean that every news site is going to parrot these exact talking points, it does usually help set a certain tone. So beyond the already cliched headline of Superman soaring to $600 million worldwide, you also have the release mention how the movie is powered by widespread critical praise and enthusiastic word of mouth. In reality, I think it's fair to say that at minimum, James Gunn's Superman is a divisive movie, certainly not the international consensus crowd pleaser that Warner Brothers were hoping for, so it's extra important for them to emphasize the exact opposite here, even if it really isn't true. The next order of business for this release is to highlight just how well this movie is doing internationally, not only in North America, but all around the world in overseas territories with quote-unquote strong showings in the UK and Mexico and Brazil and Australia, among other markets. Now, this statement clearly omits the many overseas markets where Superman bombed, because this is clearly an attempt to combat the narrative that Superman has underperformed internationally, which of course it has. Then you have a quote from Jeff Goldstein, president of Warner Brothers Pictures Global Distribution, who again mentions for the second time in 2 paragraphs just how great the word of mouth is for Superman. And this isn't...
Did you guys know that 70% of the Beverly Hills, which is like the Hollywood area population, is our greatest ally? And because of that, they have voted that every single school within the Beverly Hills area has to fly the Israeli flag permanently.
In case anybody still wanted to claim that it was divisive, which it was. And then the cherry on the icing, you get a joint quote from DC Studios co-CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran, who have basically interviewed themselves, and they also try to hit on those exact same talking points of positive reception and international success in the following statement.
We continue to be overwhelmed and inspired by the energy and enthusiasm of our magnificent global audience, and that spans not only longtime DC fans, but newcomers of every age worldwide who are discovering these seminal characters and their amazing universe for the first time.
So the big question is, if Warner Brothers is so pleased with the results of Superman, and it didn't underperform in any way, why would they desperately send this specific press release that tries so hard to sweep their mistakes under the rug on a Friday evening to all the mainstream media shills? It's almost as if Superman's box office results don't speak for themselves, and you have this whole PR spin being put together here. And the strange developments don't end here. In my previous video, I reported that on-demand digital streaming for Superman was considered a disappointment, and that the movie wasn't able to dominate the streaming charts as Warner Brothers had hoped. And some very generous people in the comments then told me that I was wrong and that I wasn't interpreting the information correctly. But no later than 24 hours after my report, Warner Brothers actually lowered the price of Superman for on-demand streaming on both Apple and Amazon, since it clearly was underperforming, as I had reported. And for those of you that are thinking, well, what's wrong with Warner Brothers lowering prices? And you know, if it happened 3 or 4 weeks after the initial digital release date, maybe I could accept that. But after 9 days, that again, much like the press release, seems like a desperate move. It's like on the one hand, Warner Brothers wants to tell you that James Gunn's Superman is the best thing that ever happened to them, and behind the scenes, all they seem to be doing is trying to quickly and quietly minimize their losses after spending so much money on it. And I hope you're sitting down, because there's one more development that really helps complete this picture here. Right before the digital release of Superman, James Gunn and Warner Brothers released a behind-the-scenes documentary free to watch on YouTube called Adventures in the Making of Superman, on how the movie was made. Now, I can only assume that James Gunn had initially thought that this was a great documentary that would highlight what a great director he was, and it would encourage people to pay for streaming his movie, but that actually ended up backfiring, because the documentary shows Superman actor David Cornsweet correctly trying to explain to Gunn that some of his decisions for the Superman character don't quite make sense, and Gunn in turn just acts like a complete douche towards him. And once people started to discuss this on social media, the tide had turned against Gunn again. And do you know how Warner Brothers and James Gunn reacted to this criticism? Well, they ended up deleting the documentary. Now, maybe it's posted somewhere else online, but at the time of the making of this video that you're watching, the YouTube link to Gunn's Superman documentary is now set to private, and I wasn't able to locate it on any other Warner Brothers channel or DC channel. And I ask you again, if everything is going so great for Gunn and Warner Brothers, why would they delete this video? Why would they rush to lower Superman prices on streaming? And why would they send out a slippery press release on a Friday night? Now, if I had to give my 2 cents here, I believe it's because Warner Brothers is a company with significant debt. A lot was riding on this movie, and Warner CEO Zaslav wants to save face after personally hiring Gunn, which in my opinion was a mistake. And I believe Zaslav also wants to look good in front of his investors. Anyhow, just wanted to keep you posted with all the latest developments, and if you enjoy getting DCU updates like this one from an independent news channel like myself, please consider liking and subscribing, because any kind of support I could get would really mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching, my friends. Thank you, and good day.
I am such an awesome guy. I make so many videos.
You're an ally, Griffin, remember that? Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. Oh my god, they just ruined the entire... I guarantee you this guy is a massive Kojima cocksucker. I'd bet money on it. Should we watch the thing about the PS6? Let's see.
Hey there, gamers, Dreamcast Guy here, and today we're talking about the PlayStation 6 because a very strange leak has come out from Moore's Law is Dead. This is a YouTuber and a journalist that's posted a bunch of top-secret Sony documents in the past. In fact, he's gotten in trouble legally from Sony for a bunch of his leaks about the PlayStation 5 Pro before that officially came out. But last night, he posted some very strange documents, some stuff about Sony's next gen, about the future of PlayStation. And it turns out that the PS6 isn't going to be 1 console or 2 consoles, it's going to be 3 consoles. And one of them is going to be a super powered Nintendo Switch, a handheld that's dockable, that's playable, and it's actually kind of cheap. Now, we're going to talk about this because it sounds like next gen, according to these specs, is not going to be very visually impressive. It sounds like the PlayStation 6 is, of course, going to be more powerful, but the leaps between consoles, the gap is getting narrower. It sounds like the big push is to find extra markets to basically say, okay, how can we have our own dedicated handheld? How can we basically beat everybody else at their game? And it sounds like the major focus of this is to have next gen for cheap. Let's talk, because these leaks, it seems like a lot of PlayStation fans are split. They're saying, I'm glad that next gen is coming, but these specs, this price, this prospect, not exactly thrilling. let's break it down. Hi, hope you're having a great day, and if you could please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, this is a transcription, basically in layman's talk, being done by Nib over here on Twitter, because honestly, Moore's Law is dead. I like his content. I am going to link his video at the top of the description box, but I'll be honest, his stuff is incredibly obsessively detailed. Literally, cost-benefit charts, calculations, presentation data, and stuff about how this information came out. But let's talk about this as layman, because I'm just a normal gamer. I'm not here to sell you a graphics card. I am here to tell you what is the best deal and the best games. That's my job, right? And I gotta be honest that in a lot of ways, I do feel like we're kind of bumping up against
Dreamcast guy giving anyone advice on what's the best deals or the best games is comical, considering the fact that he spends so much money rebuying shit that he doesn't fucking need, spending money on accessories he's never gonna fucking use, a bunch of consoles that he never fucking plays. You know, like, this guy is not the person to tell you about value or which games you should buy, because he regrets buying a game he gave an 8 out of 10, which makes no fucking sense at all. Like, imagine being like, yeah, guys, I think this game's great, but I regret buying it. Vendetta with the 350 million budget and 200 million plus marketing, no break even. Yeah, they would have to make what was it, like, they made 600 million. They'd probably have to make 700 or 800, probably close to 800 million to break even. And that's just for the production.
Photorealism with graphics. I do think we've very much kind of entered this almost post-graphics world. At this point, I just want my games to run good. I just reviewed Metal Gear Solid Delta yesterday, did a big video about that. It's blown up, by the way, thank you for that, but that game does not run very well. It looks photorealistic, but it doesn't run very well. I gotta be honest, if PlayStation 6 has the graphics of the PlayStation 5, but the crazy frame rate of PC games, personally, I'd be thrilled about that. But let me start by breaking down the 3 separate flavors of the PS6, because this is perhaps the strangest thing that's causing the most debate, whether it is good or bad. They're going to basically do what Xbox did, which is a low-cost, cheap version, which this person is calling the PlayStation 6 Series S. This is going to be a smaller console, less power, probably less cooling, obviously, $300 to $400. Now, this is the one I think is probably what a lot of people are the most curious about. A PlayStation 6 handheld. This will be $400 to $500, so basically, even then, about the cost of a Nintendo Switch 2, dockable and handheld. To me, that does sound interesting. I've actually seen a lot of people already debating about that. PlayStation 6 will be dockable, and Sony may be targeting a price point to compete with the Nintendo Switch 2. This is according to the new leak by Moore's Law is Dead. All right, a lot of people are like, wow, big if true, that would be a day one buy for me. We're looking at a potential Steam Deck 2 in the next 2 years, more ROG Ally-like handhelds, and a entrenched Nintendo Switch 2 fanbase, so lots.
Yeah, he does actually have some videos about his Dreamcast. Let's see. SNK Nostalgia, the 2 Dreamcast guy hasn't talked about playing his Dreamcast. He does have a few videos. Like, he told the story about how he had his binder full of Dreamcast games when he was homeless, and it was like his only possession. But yeah, I don't think he makes any sort of like retrospective reviews or anything like that.
Hey there, gamers, Dreamcast guy here, and this is my brutally honest review for Gears of War Reloaded.
Let's see. Yeah, 7 games we need on the Dreamcast Mini. 10 best Dreamcast games ever, 20 years later. April Fools. Let's see. Will we get a Dreamcast or Saturn Classic Edition? So he does some. Like, he has reviews for some of the old Dreamcast stuff. But not recently at all.
Of competition. I've said this in other videos, but I do think the next gen is going to be the handheld wars. And I think, honestly, I'm most curious about that. I am a big fan of handhelds. I just think the idea of being able to game at the gym or on trips and stuff, to me, very fascinating. I am willing to do those sacrifices too. Resolution or brightness, whatever it takes to make the game run good.
Bro he brought a whole ass tripod setup to film that.
Good and have a good battery life on a handheld, willing to do those sacrifice idea of being able to game at the gym or on trips and stuff, to me, very fascinating. I am willing to do those
the bike, bro,
sacrifices too. Resolution or brightness, whatever it takes to make the game run good and have a good battery life on a handheld. To me, it's cool to be able to pass my save back and forth and stuff, right? Okay. And of course, finally, the high-end performance console, the proper PlayStation 6 as we currently know it, which will be a $550 to $700 console. Now, multiple leakers have come out and said that essentially Sony is trying to find a way to make this as absolutely dirt cheap as possible, that basically everything is getting so dang expensive, and they realize that if they make this too pricey, it's absolutely going to bomb. So their goal is, no matter what, to make it cheaper than the PS5 Pro. That's the talk that's going around. All three are rumored to be launching in late 2027, but could slip. Prices are estimates based on analysis of basically the chips and stuff like that. In a twist of irony, after all that noise about Xbox Series S holding back this gen, it appears PlayStation may be doing their own Xbox Series S situation. Now, I'm not going to go super into the details of like the raw power of it, but basically it does sound like the system is going to be...
PlayStation's going for the kill, basically, is what it is. So... they now own the home console market, so they're going for every single price point and form factor, and they're going to try and compete with Nintendo on the handheld side, which I don't know if they're going to be able to do. Daryl's in with the 2. Remember, Switch 2 is a scam, according to Dreamcast Guy? Yep. Yet he brought it to the fucking park with him. I guess he wanted to show off how he got scammed.
More powerful. The handheld one is going to have a dock boost, which is currently what the Nintendo Switch 2 is doing. That's interesting. Here's the part. Here's like the more layman's part of it. CPU-wise, each Zen 6 core will be roughly double the performance of a PS5's Zen 2 cores CPUs, plus an additional 20% or performance by having separate gaming-only cores. Basically, it sounds like it is going to be beefy. GPU-wise, we're looking at faster performance in docked mode, but ray tracing performance in docked mode. Okay, so it does seem like, honestly, the handheld one I think is what I'm the most curious about. I'm curious about the screen. I always bring up battery life, but God, I hate when a console has really, really good graphics and absolutely terrible battery life. I'm curious about that handheld version the most, though, for sure. Coupled with FSR4 or better, plus the much better CPU, the lower-priced console and handheld are expected to perform similar or better than the PlayStation 5 when optimized. The handheld will also easily outperform the ROG Ally X, which isn't a huge surprise. Technology advances pretty quick. Obviously, it better be better than the current consoles, right? And utterly destroyed the Nintendo Switch 2 while potentially being cheaper than both. Now, again, not a big shock. We're talking about, what, 2 years in the future? 2 years, maybe 3 years in the future? Yeah, your system better be a lot more powerful and cheaper than the current stuff, right? Unfortunately, it still means the PlayStation 6 generation will essentially be held back in PS5-like performance the entire gen, which is deeply disappointing. Something a lot of developers have talked about on record that ended up pissing off some section of...
Who fucking cares? Like, I don't care at this point, because what AAA game that's pushing the graphical boundaries are you really lining up to play nowadays? Can anyone point to one? When is the last, like, photorealistic, ultra high demanding, you know, truly next generation game that's released that people actually fucking want to play? Like, has there been anything this generation that's been, like, the cutting edge of visuals? And it's like, oh man, I just can't wait to play that. Death Strand, that's a good joke. Yeah, I said play, bro, not watch. Yeah, but Doom's not what I would consider to be next gen. Like, that could easily run on the previous gen consoles. They just have to scale back the resolution, most likely. Yep, most people buy consoles for Fortnite, Minecraft, maybe Call of Duty, Madden, FIFA, all that type of shit. So, I don't think people are going to care. Genuinely. I really don't.
The Xbox fans was when people talked about the fact that making games for Xbox is difficult because Microsoft has a mandate. If you put a feature on Xbox Series X, it has to be on S. You don't have to have the same frame rate or resolution or load times, but everything that exists on the Series X has to exist on the Series S. Basically, if you have split screen co-op on one, you gotta have split screen co-op on the other. But because the power SKUs are so different, it more than doubled the work. It made sometimes some games way longer, way harder to do. And people have basically said, yeah, man, I hate to be that guy, but it's way more expensive. I'd rather just put it only on the PS5 because I develop it for one system and it just works, right? So it seems like it's weird that they would copy that. Hopefully Sony does not make that same set of rules, but I think maybe they kind of have to. If you put something on PlayStation 6, it has to exist on our handheld, it has to exist on our console, and it has to exist on our lower powered handheld, or our lower powered console. That could end up very, very, very much holding back the entire console generation, and honestly would be a baffling decision in my opinion. Like the Series X, PlayStation 6 Series S will be the lowest common denominator, and studios who make their games PlayStation 6 or next gen only happen to design around it. Even more ironic is that the Xbox Next Gen does not have a lower performance SKU model, only one performance model, though devs may still design it around the much weaker ROG Ally X. Why?
They're not going to, and Xbox is no longer going to get dedicated ports. So, if it's a PC hybrid, they're not going to get dedicated ports anymore.
PlayStation is copying the split SKU of Xbox strategy is that fared so poorly and was publicly disliked by so many developers when they themselves previously stated split SKUs don't work. I'm unsure. I personally hate this game design and tech design pushing perspective. Though at least unlike Series S, there will be copious amounts of RAM, so hopefully fewer bottlenecks. Honestly, that's what a lot of comments have been about. A lot of people are like, bro, I mean, this is the thing. It's easier to develop for a single full-powered system than multiple systems at once. I think I'm in a spot where I think I'm still excited about PlayStation 6, of course. Obviously, I love next-gen gaming. But I think what strikes my interest the most is how powerful that handheld is going to be and what the prices are going to be. If Sony can beat them on cost, if they can beat them on exclusives, I don't think the raw power of the system is going to be as important. But what do you guys think? Are you excited about PlayStation 6? It seems like most of the internet is saying, bro, we just got started. Like, if you think about it, we're 5 years into this console generation. Sales are way, way down at PS5. I do think it's just because we're at a point where everyone that wants a PS5, they bought it, you know? The people that wanted a PlayStation 5 own it. So at this point, I do think that PlayStation's starting to sort of spin up those gears and go, okay, we need to have that next gen ready to go. I would not be surprised if we see a tease for it at the end of next year. At the end of 2026, maybe they start actually teasing about next.
I don't think so. I think they're not going to announce it until right before it comes out.
Gen, the way they had that long lead up to the PS5. But these have just been some off-the-cuff thoughts. How do you feel about the PlayStation?
Down 69%. Yup. I mean, to be fair, this is the point in the generation where console sales do start declining rapidly. So we're at that point in the life cycle. Like year 5, 6, and 7 are usually the years of decline. Like you have your years of growth. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it drops. So, yeah. I mean, Switch 1 makes sense. Because, fuck, man. It's going on 9 years old now.
6, and how do you feel about the PlayStation 5? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And please, keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what...
EBT demographic buying Switch 1s. Yup. Senor. Oh, speaking of which, I had to go to the courthouse in my area today to renew my concealed carry permit because I had like submitted it and they said that I didn't check some box, so I got this thing in the mail saying I had to, you know, go in person and sign something in front of the clerk to like answer the question, whatever. But long story short, I went there, bro. There was not a single person in that courthouse that was like a native English speaker that was there for like official business. Like every single like, you know, not the employees, but like the actual people going into like the court. Every single one of them was Hispanic. Like not a single white person other than me. And every single one of them was, like, waiting for, like, a translator. And it's like, bro, what the fuck? It's like, it's that bad. It is genuinely that bad. Indeed, man. I mean, why else would they be at a courthouse if it was the case that, you know.
They're not sending their best.
Like, why else would they be there? Other than, of course,
they're not sending their best.
So, yeah. Once again, black-pilled immediately. Black-pilled immediately. Well, that's the thing. It's not that they didn't bother to learn English. It's that they're all the ones committing the crimes. So it's like you have all these people who are like in the fucking court waiting for their hearings and shit because they've all been charged criminally. So, quite literally,
they're not sending their best.
So they were all there because they had legal troubles and stuff. But yeah, even the woman working at the counter said, "Oh, thank God you speak English." It's like, dude, I could only imagine having to do that shit. I would be fucking pissed. I'd wage quit. Unironically, bro, I would wage quit if I had to deal with a bunch of non-English speakers all day. That shit would drive me fucking insane. There's no way. It was like some Indian woman, too, so... You know, I sympathized, even though... Because at least the Indians learn English, you know? Like, you can say, hey, you know, at least they're trying to assimilate, blah, blah, blah. But, like, you have all these Hondurans and Venezuelans and fucking whatevers, and they don't even try. They don't fucking care. Either that or they're too dumb to learn it. So... SAR, let me assimilate, yeah. An Indian who spoke English, bro, the irony? Well, they learn English over in India. It's like their second official language. So I think it's what, like Hindi is the first one, and then it's English, and then I think they have another one too. I forgot. What pistol do I carry? Glock 19. Yeah, I heard about the Take Me North game. Yup, I remember hearing about that. The Microsoft-funded illegal immigration game. Just like Life is Strange 2, where the final boss is Trump's border wall. Do I take the gun to the gym? No. Why would I take my gun to the gym? The fuck? In case a girl talks to me? Like, come on, man. Sus. What's sus about that? Oh my god. Black versus white barbecue. We'll see if this gets copyright.
This is a black chef. The plate isn't screaming barbecue.
This seems Caucasian. I can feel the Caucasity wafting off of this.
We're trying each other's barbecue.
Barbecue is the true spirit of the people.
Everybody coming together, enjoy each other's company. Barbecue is my thing. When... Oh my goodness. So
dog, that looks like shit.
my vision was to have a 3-bean baked bean barbecue flavor with
that looks like fucking slop.
The bourbon. Oh my goodness, did I say that? And we have some, not just baby back, but some St. Louis ribs. And then the Parmesan corn and just going.
Parmesan corn.
Just kill a palate from that. The white beans, black.
That looks repulsive.
Beans and regular baked beans is mixed together and it's infused with some seasoning. Obviously chopped onions, peppers. Going into the St. Louis, you want to put a base on it to actually hold the sauce, and then obviously the rub, and just lay it into the oven for about 2.5 hours. Then you have to make the sauce. The molasses, ketchup, your brown sugar, little hot sauce. Oh my goodness, put the honey in it and let that just bubble up and get nice and thick. And then now let's talk about the corn. I like to actually add a tad of sugar, put it in the water, let that boil in a little bit. Once the color changes, drain all of the water, and then have the whole bottom pan with butter. Then you chase it with the Parmesan.
Everybody do ribs except me. Did I miss a memo?
This looks like a very classic picnic barbecue.
I see. Baked beans.
The beans are calling my name. It looks like we got like a 3-bean.
It's a trifecta of beans.
I don't know if I can handle all this.
Oh my God.
To be honest.
All right, corn on the cob. Corn's interesting. Is that butter or what is that on the corn? Cheese, maybe?
Oh my god, this is beautiful.
You've got a barbecue rib with sauce on it.
It looks like a...
Dude, I gotta say, ribs are the most overrated shit ever. I would never pay for pork ribs. Ever.
wet jewel.
The rib is tender, a little sweet. That's good.
Good amount of cooking. This is baked in an oven. Zero smoke in this.
Super sharp. It's almost like a teriyaki thing going on.
I'm not fond of cooking the barbecue sauce on the meat. That's not my style.
Let me taste the beans.
The beans are kind of strange.
So I think one thing I didn't visually pick up on was there's like turkey or something in there.
Probably need to be a little less sweet.
I'm just not sure how I feel about them.
Similar to like the baked beans we all know and love, but like clearly like standing apart.
I love corn on.
Daryl Some of the Two, as a black man, I'm not crazy about barbecue. I don't really like barbecue that much either. So I think barbecue is one of those extremely overhyped foods that they just hype up so they can charge you more money for it.
On the cob is good, buttery.
The melted cheese on there, that's pretty cool.
Good, not too much salt.
I think this is a black chef. It's sweet.
I feel like this is a black cook.
This particular like assemblage of baked beans, I haven't seen this before. I think this is a black plate.
It's a good dish. The rib is delightfully tender.
It is appealing. It looked like the black barbecue.
For all the creativity, there's not a lot of like big, bold, and balanced flavors here.
The rib would have rather it not be so sticky and have the sauce already on it.
I'm looking for my potato salad, slice of bread, a roll, a bun. I would have added those things.
I'm gonna give this a 6. It does all like blend together.
I'm gonna rate this plate a 7.5.
I would
What the fuck?
rate this dish a 7.
I'd give that fucking slop trough a fucking 3. That looked like ass, dude.
So where I'm from, a meat and 3 is something you can get pretty much anywhere, even a gas station. I don't know how advisable that is. So I've just got this carne asada flank steak, like nothing too fancy about that. The sidekick is this cowboy butter, which is butter, Dijon, horseradish, cayenne, lemon, black pepper, garlic. And then for my sides, I have smashed fingerling potatoes, like some rosemary and garlic and salt and all that. Elote salad, put in some peppers and onions and topped it with tortilla. And then I just have beans. Good old cowboy beans. I'm happy to do this. This is kind of like a first attempt, and as I was testing it, I was pretty happy with the results.
Wow, this is interesting barbecue.
Now that's different.
I see beans. I see corn. Got a vinegar type smell.
It's an interesting sauce. I don't know quite what it is.
I don't know. Is this potatoes? A little steak.
This is unique.
Let me try it. I'm going for the potatoes first. Potatoes, maybe a little more seasoning, less oil. I don't know what I taste.
Not enough salt. Gotta have seasoning, folks.
We got leftovers in Idaho. The meat, I don't know. I like my meat well. We're gonna try it though.
Of course she does. With some A1 steak sauce. Of course.
A lot of pepper, a lot of pepper, a lot of pepper.
It's not my type of barbecue.
The meat's fine. It's a good cut. I feel like that's skirt steak.
The sauce, I'm country. I don't like it.
The beans are good. I like the crunch of the onion.
Kidney bean instead of more of your barbecue baked bean or assorted beans. It's a little spicy for me. Corn, it has a lot in it.
Woo-wee! It's spicy.
Nice little pop. A little surprising, actually.
I feel like this was made by a white chef. They're trying really hard to make it complicated. And I feel like barbecue meals have a little soul to them.
Looking at this corn, I think this is a black chef. This is more than likely a white plate.
The flavors are too complicated. Too much going on.
Yeah, more seasoning shit. But yeah, that does look terrible.
What I like on the plate is the potato. The corn, can you tell that I'm country and trying to figure it out? I'm sensing a regular plate here, not necessarily barbecue plate.
I would give this dish, it's like a 5 out of 10, I'm afraid. I hope that's okay, chef.
This plate is definitely gonna be 4. I'll give this one a 3. Gotta give you what you asked for. I asked for new experiences. I brought ribs, potato salad, baked beans, Hawaiian roll, and I used
Bruh, I thought the point was to cook.
I
brought fucking chips and fucking Hawaiian buns. This bitch didn't even cook those.
Ribs, potato salad, baked beans, Hawaiian roll, and I used to do just plain Lay's potato chips. But now, we got the honey barbecue. The ribs, you have to start yesterday, early morning, because I'm an early bird. I'm gonna season it. Lowry's is my favorite. Go outside, put it on the grill, and
Oh god, Lowry's, of course.
I can grill for hours. I have this barbecue sauce.
Oh my god, dude, the stereotypes are just crawling out
I put
from every corner.
honey, sugar. I'll tell you everything because you'll take my recipe. I boil my potatoes probably 30 minutes. I boil the eggs and the potatoes together. Then the baked beans. Oh my god. Some brown sugar, Heinz barbecue sauce. And if I tell you, it tastes amazing. Everybody loves that Hawaiian sweet roll. And people think that a potato chip
I don't like the Hawaiian rolls that much.
go, but it does. Dip this in some baked beans. Dip these in some potato salad. I got to dig in this rib. And I was born to barbecue.
This looks really classic. It smells really, really good.
We got some sweet bread, got some beans, some potato salad, and a rib.
That's a pork rib.
Looks like it was done by somebody who knows what they're doing.
I like the chips. That's a nice side dish.
I'll take any opportunity to eat one.
I know these beans are going to be good. A good bit of acid in them, which means vinegar.
Oh yeah, that is so good.
Got a little flavor in the beans, like a barbecue would have.
They're very good. That has apple cider vinegar in it for sure.
There's like a mapley, black peppery, like a molasses, like sweet heat. That's a fine baked bean right there.
Let's go in for the potato salad.
Yeah, it's like the whole theme is basically it's covert why PIPPO don't know how to cook they food type videos. It's usually how it goes with these. I've seen a ton of clips from these online.
Sorry, I just got like the Ratatouille moment. Where
And like you could literally have like this, I forgot, there was like a steak episode, and it was like this perfectly cooked steak with like a little bit of like cracked pepper and sea salt on top of it. And the guy, you can guess what type of guy, started bitching that they didn't season their steak. It done taste like meat. It's like, yes, steak is supposed to taste like steak. Wow.
where I just like remembered my child.
I never would have guessed ever that would have been a thing that you would be aiming for in cooking a steak to make it, I don't know, taste like the meat.
Childhood eating potato salad. That is so nice.
That potato salad plain Jane.
There's some egg in there. Classic potato salad, nothing complicated. I'm a big believer in keeping it simple, so scores high.
It's so like sweet and gentle. It feels like somebody's innovating in the potato salad space.
And let's see what this rib tastes like.
Oh, it falls off the bone. Oh, wow. That's pretty damn good.
Oh my God. Wow. Super smoky.
Not a bad seasoning, but there isn't any barbecue sauce really resonating through the rib.
So the rib is
Yeah, he needs a Sweet Baby Ray's.
spectacular. I have to be honest with you. You'd be hard pressed to make ribs like this.
I wish you guys could be here with me now and taste this rib. I think we would have no more wars. I think this rib would fix the economy.
The reason I think a black chef made this is because it really reminds me of the food I would eat when I was living in South Central LA. It just has that vibe.
This might be us, the chips, but the potato salad is throwing me. I might lean on it being black barbecue.
The black chef made this. I feel like the inclusion of the chips is not a white guy move.
The rib is just the right amount of perfect. Beans seem a little plain to me. I don't know if everything on this plate is homemade.
The rib, that's gonna be tough to beat. The potato salad is great.
You don't know if everything on this plate is homemade. You know for a fact everything on that plate is not homemade. There's a fucking King's Hawaiian roll and Lay's chips, bro. Come on.
The beans are great.
The beans is decent. The rib, good flavor, smoky. The potato salad, plain Jane.
I would rate this plate overall, I'd give it a 7. I like everything homemade.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 5.
I'm gonna rate this a 9 out of 10, only because I wish the chef had made the homemade biscuit, because I think they could have knocked it out of the park. That would have brought it to a dime.
Hey, I'm a master chef and baker, so I showed up as a chef. This is my idea of what a South Central LA
Oh my God.
barbecue would be with my own secret flair. So I decided to go with
Dude, those look terrible.
pork ribs. You know, a lot of people talk down on dry rub, but mine is good. There's no secret to the spices. It's always
Dude,
about
you can see how dry. This is why I don't like pork. That shit looks rubber.
the
Nah.
proportions. So there's going to be salt, pepper.
It looks like you're gonna need a drink after your first bite.
I put paprika, I put garlic powder, onion powder, and then I have, of course, my favorite is chili flakes. It has been smoked for a total of 8 hours at a very low temperature. Now, baked beans did not come from a can. Okay, none of that canned stuff. Put pinto beans in my baked beans, then I soaked them overnight, and then I cooked them for 3 hours. I put pork belly, chopped it up, and put it in the baked beans. Then it's got some bell pepper, and then, of course, a mixture of delicious spices. And then over here, I have my potato salad. I used russet potatoes. I also used relish, egg, green bell pepper to give it some color, and a little onion to give it some crunch. Barbecue really brings people together, people of all backgrounds.
The only ribs I like are beef ribs, personally. Like, I don't understand why people pay so much for pork. Like, pork is not a premium meat, and ribs are the biggest ripoff in the category.
Love it. They'll all come to the table and have fellowship over a rib.
Like, I hate to break it to you, you can literally just slow cook some bone-in pork chops, put some barbecue sauce on it, and it's gonna taste basically the same.
Give me.
Oh man, very nice color arrangement here. So right off the bat, it looks like we got some baby back ribs.
Ribs look more like a Korean style. I see potato salad. The potato salad look like it just has just potatoes in it.
Some baked beans. It smells really.
You don't say.
Good.
It looks appealing. I hope it tastes good too. Let's go and put this to the test.
Oh my god.
Some bacon in there.
A little spicy, but good taste. There's something there, but it's not like I'm not getting ready to scream and call mama. More on the basic side.
You got that like black pepper heat. It's not like spicy, but it is, you know, kind of.
Let's see. SNK Nostalgia with the 2. This video is destroying my soul. And also, this video is cancer. Yeah, this channel's really bad. They have a ton of these.
Nice. I'm gonna go for the potato salad.
Oh, shit.
Potato salad is good. Not too tangy.
It's fine. It's like every other potato salad I've ever had, which is to say, pretty good.
Potatoes could have been a little softer. Just a hair. Let's go for the rib. The rib is good. Tastes like mine.
Really smoky. They took their time with this. I'm going for another bite. This is good.
It's definitely got a little smoky taste to it.
Dude, this guy is just repulsive to me. Where is he?
Tastes like mine.
Really smoky.
This guy, like, look at that t-shirt, bro. Like, he just looks like white trash.
They took their time with this.
It's disgusting.
Going for another bite. This is good.
It's like, did you just sleep in your fucking car or some shit? Like,
it's definitely.
Yeah, exactly. He looks homeless.
Got a little smoky taste to it. Not bad, but no.
That's me? I don't wear white t-shirts.
Sauce, because it looks so restaurant-y, if that's a word. I thought it was made by a white person, but now that I taste it, I can't tell.
This seems Caucasian. I can feel the caucasity wafting off of this.
I believe this is from a white chef. Don't have the flavor. My best guess, white chef.
The ribs are done very well. They are succulent. The beans, I'm sorry to say, I think they started off canned. You don't fool me.
One thing I feel that they did very well was the seasoning on the rib. The beans could have had some more flavor. The ribs, good. I enjoyed it. I don't like paprika on my potato salad.
I'm gonna rate this a 6.5 out of 10. It gets most of the points from the clear care and detail that went into the ribs, but the sides felt like they had an uncapitalized potential.
Yeah, I probably put this at a 4. It's not hitting on any of the barbecue metrics. I would give this plate a 7. I could eat a little more sauce, but great taste. I love that hickory smoke. Ooh, I just won.
Wow, who would have seen it come? But yeah, they all... Oh, wait, is this it?
The lack of seasoning tells me it was a white chef. I'm telling you right
now. This may be it. I don't remember if this is it or not.
This is. We don't season our food like this.
What the fuck is that thing? That's the other aspect, too, is they always pick freakazoid whites. It's, like, unironically, this is, like, the white people bad channel behind a cooking mask.
My name is Royce.
Hi, my name is Eric. Hi, my name is Dylan. And today we're trying each other's steaks.
The producer told me to say this.
You guys have been yelling at us in the comments to get real
Oh my god.
representation. But y'all don't show up when we do casting.
So if you would like to be in a video, check out the description below. From my perspective of a white steak and a black steak is basically going to be the flavor and definitely the texture.
I prefer medium well. I like my steak medium rare.
I'm medium rare.
Medium well.
Try to make my steaks medium well done.
Black folks.
Yup. That's because they're used to eating expired meat. So you have to cook it all the way through.
We cook our meat. It's not too bloody.
Majority of white people like their stuff not as cooked.
No meat is bloody, you fucking half-wit. There's no such thing as a bloody steak. You're just getting rid of the flavor.
As well, just because it's easy to eat.
I've tried it before. Told my stomach up. I think there's a stigma that white people don't season their food.
Interestingly, I have almost no sense of smell.
But here's what I'm going to tell you. White people love salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is all you need to cook a good steak. I think steak just came from barbecue.
Yup, that's it.
Grease?
I don't know where steak comes from at the store. I've never got any bad reviews on my cooking. I would say that I'm a good cook.
Oh, I think I can cook. My dad is a chef. I be cooking. I can cook pretty well. My last name is Cook. How'd I get that last name? You got to really think about it.
I am very competitive. I'm very competitive.
Yeah, I'm competitive. I'm trying to win.
Nope, rare is the king. If you go to nice steakhouses, they won't even ask you how you want your steak done. They'll just bring it out rare. So, hate to break it to y'all, but rare is the objectively correct way to eat steak if you're looking to maximize the natural flavor of the meat. If you want to preserve the actual taste and flavor of the meat, you have to eat it rare. And that is a fact. The more you cook steak, the less it tastes like steak. And a lot of people don't want to accept that fact.
Oh, I'm so competitive, and I'm going to win.
So this is my steak. It is a reverse sear. So what I do is I bake it in the oven for 25-30 minutes. So it gets mostly cooked the way I want. And then I take it out and I cook it in oil on a pan to sear both sides and get the nice crispiness on the outside. While it's searing, I put some butter in the pan and some garlic and rosemary. I didn't bring any sides because I wasn't told to bring sides until the very last minute. So I love garlic. It just permeates with that garlic flavor, and it's just, I think mine's gonna win because I start with something good. This is a really nice ribeye. In some ways, it's kind of hard to mess this up. It's the same recipe I've been cooking for a long time, so I think it'll do good.
Ooh, okay, it's giving rosemary.
Oh yeah, definitely white plate for sure.
Looks legit. Looks like a good piece of steak, good cut.
You can tell this person put in so much effort. There's a really nice sear on the steak. That tells me they pan sear their steak.
The steak looks like it's
Oh my god, look at that meat, bro.
Good cut.
You can tell this person put in so much effort. There's a really nice sear on the steak. That tells me they...
Look at that. That's ruined. Holy shit. I would look at that and say, send it back.
Pan seared their steak.
The steak looks like it's not cooked all the way. It's probably a medium rare.
Looks medium. It is cooked well. It's not overly cooked, so I think it's a black steak.
No sides. That's lazy. I really hope that the steak can make up for what the sides aren't giving, babe. You know that sides are just as important as your entree.
I smell garlic.
Yeah, you fat fuck.
A little bit of butter. It smells delicious.
I don't know what sauce that is, but hopefully it's good. A little nervous.
It's a good piece of steak. I appreciate the garlic that was added. Good seasoning.
I love that they like did a little minced garlic at the top, which is like different. It's a different steak. It's like kind of lean.
The texture is soft and tough at the same time. It's kind of weird for it being not cooked all the way done. I feel like it should be a lot more softer.
This is a perfect cook right here. Tastes like something I would order on my birthday.
I like it. I'm not in love with it. It's a little tough, but it's well seasoned. Something that they did really well, I feel like, is the sauce.
If I was hungry and needed something to eat, I would definitely eat this. I wouldn't choose to eat this, obviously, if I had other choices.
The only thing I can say is it just needs some sides.
Can I get some sides, please?
I wouldn't finish this plate unless I had a full glass of water. Yeah, I'd give it a 6.
This isn't the best steak I've ever had. I definitely think I'm gonna rate it like a 6.5.
1 out of 10, I'd rate this an 8. I'd have something like this with a loaded mashed potato, sour cream and chives, and a nice glass of red wine.
I don't know, the sprinkle rosemary on the plate's giving white. I know my people.
Today I brought my famous ribeye steak, 100% grass-fed.
Your people belong to the school shooter variety. SNK Nostalgia with the 2, never trust a person that can't make a roe sauce. Yeah, that's pretty easy to do.
And zucchini squash. This is something I would normally eat after a gym session or in between meals to get my macros. First and foremost, I always wash down my meat. I put some olive oil on it. I added Creole seasoning, Cajun seasoning, thyme, leaves, garlic salt. I think my steak's gonna win because it's gonna have the flavor that a lot of steaks probably won't have with the Creole seasoning and also Cajun for spice and flavor and also texture as well.
Some very cooked steak.
This was definitely cooked by a black man. This has been cooked. This is well done. My family likes eating steaks like this.
Is it barbecue sauce? Black person.
I think a white person made this.
Yeah.
Just from observation, the meat looks a little overdone. This barbecue sauce smells very plain.
Good job with the zucchini or the squash, but with steak like this, it's so crisp. I'd throw in some cheese. Something with macaroni and cheese would be perfect.
What I do find really interesting is there's different spices on the steak this time. There's these little sprigs.
That is cooked all the way through. This is not a juicy steak.
Definitely smells like something that you would get at a place like Denny's. Denny's can cook a good steak.
There's a good
Denny's can cook. Jesus Christ.
pepper taste to this, but it's very dry.
They're not sending their best.
Gave it a good shot. They definitely tried their best. Just cooked a little too well done.
This is interesting because it's a well done steak, but it's like well done and still tender and fun. It's great. Like this is what I mean when I say like a steak should cut like butter. You can just tell this is like a really well done steak.
Good seasoning, just left on the grill a little bit too long. But that's what black folks do. We're gonna cook that meat extra well done, extra crisp, burnt to a crisp.
It tastes like zucchini. I'm not gonna take another bite of that. Sorry, that's not great.
Woo! That is a spicy zucchini.
Definitely tastes like something homemade. This recipe was not passed down from generation to generation.
I think a white person made this. Yeah.
Something I feel like they could have done better is like carry over a lot of the seasoning that they really used with the steak and brought it over to the zucchini. I'm gonna go 8.5 because of the veggie, but the steak itself is like phenomenal.
Great shot. I give this a 3. It doesn't taste like a steak you would order at a restaurant. It doesn't taste like a great cut of meat either, to be fair.
I would probably rate this a 4. It's not great.
Of course, the tranny gives it an 8.
I start with a really good cut of steak.
The white guilt speaking.
Thicker the better. And also you want to look for marbling. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna dry it with a paper towel, make sure it's really, really, really dry. And then you're gonna do a really hefty amount of salt and a really hefty amount of pepper. Do you wanna know why you only put salt and pepper on a steak? Because if you put any other seasonings or any other spices on it, when you're cooking it at a really high heat, those spices are gonna burn. Once your pan is really hot, you're gonna put a little bit of high heat oil onto it. I did an olive oil for my steak. You're gonna let that sear for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then you're gonna flip it.
Look at that, dude. That looks disgusting. Ugh.
Over. After 3 to 5 minutes on both sides, check your internal temperature. For a medium rare, it should hit about 135. I believe my steak will win because I think I know how to make a pretty good steak. It's simple, it's easy, it's gonna happen, I'm gonna win.
Oh yeah, it's white plate for sure.
Very nice presentation. The steak looks very cooked. Why are you all giving me the super cooked stuff?
Looks medium, so I would say this was cooked by a white chef. Definitely looks like it was cooked at a good temperature. The asparagus on the side is one of the go-tos.
Presentation is very nice, but I can not smell.
Griffin acting like he cooks like... You don't have to cook like Gordon Ramsay to know how to actually fix meat. Like, this is wasting meat.
The food, like a white person made this. This is very cooked steak.
The smell is giving onions, oregano, garlic, pepper. Good job mixing the seasonings. Looks like a steak that's gonna taste great.
I do like the flavor of the steak. Still a little overcooked.
It's a good cooked steak. It has great flavor. Every bite I can just taste the seasoning.
It's seasoned okay. I can tell you salt and pepper. Nothing too special.
It's a great steak. Every bite I can taste the seasoning. What about the meat?
I can tell they don't have no seasoning on this.
I can taste that Tony Chachere's.
This stuff tastes a little burnt.
This was definitely made by a white chef.
Asparagus have no seasoning. It tastes like a plant, fresh from the ground.
It tastes like a plant. Maybe because it is a plant?
These are good. These are good mashed potatoes.
Potatoes not really that much seasoning. A lot of butter. Oh God.
These mashed potatoes are great.
It's missing a few spices.
I would go back for second for those.
Definitely what you expect from a white steak.
What spices do you need in mashed potatoes? You literally put potatoes and maybe a little bit of cream in there. Maybe some salt. Like, what the fuck? Nah.
Order macaroni and cheese from the chef. Don't order grits. Don't order that authentic.
I would give this...
Well, that's a different type. I mean, yeah, you can put garlic in it, but it's like, that's not mashed potatoes at that point. Mashed potatoes are just pure potatoes. Then you can put stuff on it.
A 5. The thing I think they could do better the most would be do something more with this asparagus. I don't even think there's salt and pepper on it.
I'd give this one a 4.
Maybe, like, put some butter on it. I don't know.
The lack of seasoning on the veggies, the overly...
Yeah, the way I've always done mashed potatoes is potatoes, like some heavy cream, and then melt in, like, a stick of butter, and then, like, you know, use the whatever fucking, whisk, or whatever the fuck. I don't know what it's called.
Amount of butter in the mashed potatoes. I feel like the steak is the only thing saving this dish.
I give the steak a 7. The sides were a 3, so my final number is a 6. The mashed potatoes and the asparagus, it was lacking spices, just didn't have that flavor. Didn't have that kick. This is my steak, cooked medium well.
Yeah, I don't eat mashed potatoes at all anymore.
It's light brown, it's not pink, it's not too bloody. This is the prime rib. This is one of the top lean steaks that you're gonna find in a restaurant. This is my mashed potatoes, mixed in my secret spice.
Prime rib, and it's ruined.
Here go the vegetables. I included cauliflower, carrots, and broccoli.
How did I learn to cook? I taught myself.
And the homemade macaroni and cheese with a little bit of secret baked scallops. I call it macaroni and potatoes. And what makes this dish special is I marinated the steak overnight. Mac and potatoes is a meal that, you know, my family, this is something that we pass down. It's the secret ingredient, the secret combination. I'm gonna win because these recipes are secret generational recipes that have been passed down from each cooked male to the firstborn son. I don't even let my own brothers know this meal. I think I have a chance to win this.
Oh boy.
Mac and cheese?
And potatoes and veggies.
Looks like a buffet.
3 sides? They have budget.
I smell a lot of garlic.
It's giving garlic.
And hot chili?
It smells seasoned.
I want to go in on the steak. Okay. Immediately, it's a nice, well done.
Well done. So, definitely black.
I think a white person made this. Although the mashed potatoes are a little bold for your average Midwest potluck.
The texture is a little tough.
It's a little dry.
Could have been cooked a little less well done.
Maybe a little underseasoned.
It's a little tough, but you know what? It's flavored really nicely.
I think a white person made this. It's rather bland.
Yeah, we'll try the mashed potatoes.
Very good. I like these potatoes.
But do you see how they get these fucking lib shits on here? They're like, oh yeah, a white person made it. It's bland. It's just like... It's like the whole underlying trend of the channel is why PIPPO bad.
I feel like this person knows how to season their food, and that's the one thing that I give them.
I'm not ruling out the fact that they give them a fucking script.
Immense credit for. There's so much seasoning here.
Tastes a little weird. This is one of them things where you taste and you like, yeah, you can't try everyone's cooking.
I'm telling you right now, black person.
Yeah, they should absolutely get iDubbbz to go on there.
And that's on God. The best mac and cheese I've ever had came from Black Family. You go to a Black Family's house, the mac and cheese is gonna be fire. It's just science.
This is taking me back to
false
potlucks in church.
I don't know, bro. Like the fucking breadcrumbs and shit. Nah.
Very spicy. That's starting to change my mind a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. It's macaroni mixed with something else. Flavorful.
Budget high. Melanin high.
I really like the spicy mac and cheese. These potatoes are really good. This steak is way overdone.
The one note that I would probably say is a little bit less time.
The best mac and cheese I ever had was actually at a Jewish deli in New Jersey. Funnily enough. Not in the South, and definitely not from a black chef. It was the Jews.
On the steak, could probably benefit it. It's really...
That was the best mac and cheese I ever had, was at a Jewish deli. But, yeah, it was really good.
Really tough. It's a lot of chewing.
It was like Gouda mac and cheese, and that shit was fire, bro. So good.
Not super tender.
Out of 10, I give it a 5. If you're hungry and you don't have anything else to eat, it's good.
I would rate this dish probably a 6 overall.
So the steak itself, I'm going to give about a 6.5. The other sides, I'm giving like an 8. So I think we can meet in the middle like a solid 7.
I won! Congratulations to me. So, just like I did the only time I ever played Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I'm going to retire now with an unbroken winning streak. Thank you.
You know, you win some, you lose some, but hey, today just wasn't my day.
The black steak won, right?
Right? Please tell me.
It was rigged from the start. I don't know who the judges were, but they don't have good taste.
Please tell me the blacks won. I can't deal with my own internalized guilt if that's not the case.
Kill yourself, Troon. God, I can't fucking stand people like that.
Oh my god, I just fucking hate myself.
We know. Look at you. Look what you did to yourself. Of course you hate yourself, you fucking freak. My fellow white people? I don't think so. I don't acknowledge them as true whites. They're fakes and frauds.
I can't afford this shit!
I was trying to remember. Yeah, that's what it was called. It's called Harold's Deli. Is the place in New Jersey I went. They had the best mac and cheese I've probably ever had. By far. So, shout out to the Jews for making some great mac and cheese. Daryl's on with the 2. Griffin sure sound fruity in this video. Oh yeah, dude. Got a banana up my ass and 2 cherries down my throat. SNK Nostalgia with the 2. They write a manifesto that nobody will read. Yep. They belong in a rubber room. They're a threat to society. In other words,
they're not sending their best.
That's got to be the best Trump quote of all time, honestly. If I were to ever get something signed by Trump, I would ask him to put a personalization on there writing, "They're not sending their best," and then have him sign underneath it. I would just, like, honestly, that is the best phrase he ever came up with. I like that one the most. It's just so versatile. It's so versatile. I skipped your super chat. Let me see. Refresh real quick. I only see one from you. Oh, yep, there it is. See, can I cook the steak for you, Griffin? No. Only I cook my steaks. I mean, I literally, what I do when I cook steak is 1.5 minutes on each side. I get my, like, cast iron pan, super hot. I use beef tallow as, like, the actual oil, so it keeps that beef flavor. And then I will just put, like, some cracked pepper and some, like, large chunk sea salt on top of it. You know, 1 minute, 30 seconds on one side, 1 minute, 30 seconds on the other. Get a nice sear and a red center. That's how I cook my steak. Companion cube with the 5. Remember, black people don't know how to get ID, so that's why They should have lax voting laws. A group of people too dumb to get IVD or to get ID should vote. Yeah, that's always been one of my favorite things. It's like, yeah, Democrats basically come out and say, yes, black people are too dumb and stupid and poor in order to get an ID, so therefore it's racist to require one to vote. It's like, okay, well, how do you really feel? You want to maybe let us know what's actually going through your mind? Like, shit. It's fucking wild. That deli looks bomb. Yeah, dude, hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. I ordered the pastrami salad. Or, not salad. Fucking sandwich. It's huge. Yeah, there it is. Oh, somebody has a video of it. Yeah, hold on. Just grab one of these real quick. Yeah, this is it. Look, that's the sandwich you order. That's how much meat they give you. That's 1/2 of the sandwich. So it's like $30, I think, but, you know, well worth. They bring you extra bread, too, so if you want to make multiple. But yeah, it's just pure pastrami. It's fucking awesome. Great restaurant. Highly recommend. Yeah, it's called Harold's Deli, and I think it's Edison, New Jersey. Let me see. Where's the address on here? Yeah, Edison, New Jersey. Yup. It's great. So. Griffin be like, great restaurant, terrible owners. I've got nothing. This is the thing. I have nothing against your average run-of-the-mill person of anything. So, you know, I'm a fan of the Jewish delis out there. They do it better than anybody else, especially when it comes to the mac and cheese. So, I wouldn't want to go to a deli owned by anyone other than a Jew, to be honest. Like, you want the authentic, like going to a Jewish bakery, for example. Like, you know that shit's going to be good. So, you know it's going to be top tier. It's like you wouldn't go to a fucking Chinese restaurant owned by a Mexican. It's like, no, it's going to be shit. Griffin has accepted the bugs. Oh, yeah, man. Well, that's how you know it's going to be primo food, too, because they're not going to eat the bugs. Have I ever talked to a POC? What are those?